What's going on, podcast people? This is a D&E podcast. I'm nkrudi, lead the friend group. I'm here with my friends and co-hosts, Raquan and Jahmar. Say what's up.
Yo, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Yo, you know this is episode 10 of the podcast.
Yeah,
it's our 10th one.
Yeah, episode 9 was crazy. I wish that slap was on episode 10. That would have been a nice little milestone.
Yo,
Still can't believe that shit.
My boss is gassing it up in the chat like, yo, like you let him slap you. He's like, you had to do something back, but like that shit didn't faze me, bro. Like that shit was weak. No cap. Like I was sitting here just like this. Only head movement. I was like, ate that shit.
Word. Nah, me and Josh was talking about it in the car. That shit was too funny. I've never laughed that much in my life. Like Josh was just like, yo, and he's like, I know Jahmar was trying to make up an excuse too of why it was okay to do it.
Yeah, I know that sounds like, I'm like, nigga, don't feel guilty now. He's like, nah, you slapped, you hit me before, right? I was like, nigga, that shit had me down. Like, nigga, don't feel guilty now.
I didn't even feel guilty. I was just like, just doing it. I was just speaking, you know. I didn't know what to say, so I was just speaking. That's all it was.
Nah, but in the real though, that shit was funny as hell because when you put the song in there, and then your face was like, ooh. And then, but then when you at the end when they skipped to you and you was cheesing, I was.
Nah, that shit was funny, but like it definitely made for like a good moment on podcast. I don't have any ill will towards Jahmar. Like me and Jahmar are cool. We was just in here chopping it before this. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing up with me and Jahmar. We so cool. Like that shit was really nothing now.
Yeah.
You know what we should do though? We should wait like a year after you've been going to the gym, and that's how we test it. It's like your PR day. And it
that's wild.
See if your face even moves.
It might just be like, and not even moving. I'm like, damn.
On some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yeah. Yo, that would be a fear. If you like punch someone and like they don't even get phased or like just all right. Or like they say, yeah. Oh nah.
Nah, but it's crazy because I have like the short thing, like clips I had made. I definitely have some more that I wanted to make just for that. I think I have like 3 different ones I can make out of that. So I'll probably upload them like this week. And
more to come.
I know, It was, bro, such a good moment on the it was funny moment. Like y'all couldn't tell me that wasn't funny. Like I even laughed at that shit because like I mean I'm not like people don't know I make the reels and like show for the TikTok. So like I could have cut that out, but I thought it was a good moment for the podcast. I just thought it was like a funny moment. So definitely something the niggas will look back on. Definitely got people talking because niggas are talking about it in my other group chats. So it definitely got people talking. So if y'all talking, yo, word to mouth, y'all could tell other people, like send that to other people so they could tune into the podcast.
Nah, that's why I thought it was fake. I'm just like, please tell me that these niggas didn't do this for views. I was like, ain't no way he just slapped him. I'm like, it had to be fake. And like, I know like you're into like videos and stuff like that. So I'm just like, nah, he probably. Huh? Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure y'all wasn't talking into nothing. Okay.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I also know like Naeem, like since you're big on like, you know, technology and all that stuff and like the different tech stuff, I'm just like, nah, he got like some type of sound system in here or something. I was like, that shit can't be real. I was just in too much shock to believe that shit. Okay. Ain't no way.
Nah, Raquan really walked up. He was like, nah. I didn't go to bathroom.
That's funny as hell.
Oh man. Nah.
But I want to talk about something.
What's up?
My Giants are 2-0. 2-0. I can't even remember the last time it was positive. I think it was like 2016. I went to the game too. It was live.
Oh, you was at the game?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it
tough.
was live.
Who y'all beat this week?
We beat the damn, this is how bad my memory is. I just went to the game. It was we played the Titans and then we played the Panthers. We beat the Panthers.
So you beat 2 teams that are both 0-2.
Giants will lose those games. We an 0-2 type of team. You don't know how you look.
Plus the Titans aren't really that bad of a team. They're not how they used to be before though.
They are bad.
You think so?
They have no receivers. They have another Kirk Cousins at the quarterback with Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's mid. You seen he got taken out third quarter because he was doing so bad.
True.
They only rely on Derrick Henry. Everybody knows
just
the Titans
running
like to
that
run the ball.
Yeah.
And so that's why Derrick Henry can get stopped. And so I don't know who's on the defense. Y'all know who's on the defense?
Nope.
Exactly. Is Kevin Bird still on the team? Like that safety? Yeah.
I think it said Bird. I thought he was on y'all team. Or y'all got, who did y'all get? Oh, y'all got Dory Jackson. That's what y'all got from the
Dory
Titans.
Jackson. Yeah,
I don't know. He might be on it, but they're like, bro. Like I said, the Titans aren't what they were like 2
before.
years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Giants can and will lose those type of games. We almost lost both of those games when we played. So I'm just happy that we won. We 2-0.
Who was in week 3?
Cowboys. And I was confident when Dak went down. I don't wish him to be injured or anything like that, but like,
true.
I'm like, oh, Dak is down. They lost some receivers. Like, we might be good.
Mm-hmm.
Then Cooper Rush,
started balling for some reason.
I'm like, oh, here we go, bro. Here we go. So we gonna see. We can potentially go 4-0, to be honest, because we got the Cowboys this week on Monday, and then we got the Bears after. The Bears look like they've been
trash.
Facts.
But you looking at it from your team is good. My team been ass for years, so like we fighting for the bottom of the barrel.
So
the Eagles are looking impressive this year, and the Lions' offense is looking great.
I'm gonna compare you to, so y'all 2-0, but you're beating like bottom of the barrel teams or teams who aren't really like putting up like points. You're basically Raquan in our league in fantasy.
What you mean?
You're 2-0,
yeah,
undefeated, just like the Giants are. You beat Devontae this week, who put up 92, and you put up like 10.
What do you put up week 1?
Who?
Devontae.
124.
Okay.
And so, and then the week before, you did do good.
I put up 131, and I had an injured person too.
Josh put up
who wasn't even playing.
Josh put up 100, but when you look at your team had, as out of all the teams that are undefeated, you have like the least amount, like by far, and there are teams who are like below you in record who have more points.
Yeah.
And then you're also the teams who you're also going against, you have the least amount of points put up on you, second to least amount, but you're not putting up a lot of points either. Like I think you're bottom half in the league in points.
I think it's just luck of the draw though, because Mike Evans hasn't really doing too hot. He had 2 tough games at the start of the season. You know, he's getting locked down. He was getting locked down against the Saints, and then who they played week 1? He barely even put up any points. Yeah, and Cowboys defense is pretty solid. So it's like, you know, it was like 2 tough weeks. So I think he's due for a bounce back. Cordell Patterson, I'm a little iffy on him, but we'll see how that goes. But his kind of reminds me of like a McCaffrey. You know, like you can pass it to him, but he can also check down and run.
He up for trade? He up for trade?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm saying like it's up in the. I got to see how it goes. Like maybe like midweek, I'll probably trade him if I'm not too confident in him. But you know, like you can do check down runs to him. He does share the snaps with whoever the fuck the other guy is. He does share snaps, but you know at the same time like he also gets reception yards too. So it's like it's consistent points from him. DeAndre Swift, if he can do what he can do, because the offense for the Lions is looking fantastic. Granted, like they haven't really faced that many hard people for week 1 and 2, but still it's looking fantastic for week 1 and 2 though. You know, they're just doing shootouts. Yeah. Their defense isn't impressive, but I don't care about the defense because I'm not starting their defense. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I think it's just how it's starting off. I think my team's due for a bounce back, but then again, I don't know. We got to see.
Cordell Patterson has 3 receptions, 6 targets, and 16 yards receiving.
There you go.
Yo, you were just saying he was a good receiving bag, check down.
But that's
he was last year.
Yeah. I mean, but like you gotta remember.
But he is rushing a little bit too.
Offense is different this season. They got Mariota quarterback. They have a new head coach?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know who's their head coach.
They're going from Matt Ryan to Mariota.
Yeah, so.
But anything can happen. Adam Thielen, you know, I got him. He's putting up no points. He put up what 5 points, I think, this week. Yeah, in PPR, 5 points this week, you know, and everyone thought he was supposed to be getting more passing opportunities, more targets, etc., maybe more touchdowns. Because last season he put up 10 touchdowns. That's the only reason why I picked him up, because he's a wild card. And he's also he was like a touchdown magnet in the fucking red zone. This year they ain't throwing it to him, but they got a new head coach, whereas it's like the head coach is more like pass oriented. And they switched up the whole plays, and I even watched the interview when it was like him and Justin Jefferson, and they were talking about how they were gonna do like more plays, switching it up, kind of like reflecting what the Rams are doing, you know, but in their own style, and you know, just trying to get tricky with the plays. And it's just like, okay, cool. And you even said it, like Adam Thielen's getting open, they just not passing the ball to him, you know. So I think my team might be due for a bounce back. Maybe you never know. Adam Thielen can pop off, and I'm not expecting him to go like Justin Jefferson numbers, like putting up 34 damn near 40. But
at one point, Adam Thielen was a number 1 wide receiver in the league before Cooper Kupp took over, yo. He was kicking. He definitely top 3.
What, like in like 2017 or something? Where he was putting up like 1,000 yards?
Justin Jefferson got Jefferson. He was like definitely the top one before Jefferson.
So I was like, what, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, I mean he's old. He's like 33. Oh, he's 32. Okay, yeah. So he's
still
old.
Top 3. I mean, he's still top 3 wide receiver.
They just need to basically pass it to him. Like I was watching it when me and Jahmar went to the gym yesterday. Like
Jahmar went to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm like a week strong. Got like 3 days in.
So he went to the gym. And when he went to the gym with me, like we were just watching. We weren't watching the games. We were just watching the play-by-plays on the fantasy app because I was sweating. I was like, damn, like, I think I could beat Devontae, but it's mad close. Thank God I beat him though. But I'm just like watching the play-by-plays, and it's like, okay, they're in the red zone again, and I'm just like, all right, this nigga is a threat. Like he's a little shifty, especially in the end zone. I'm just like, all right, like he could probably get the ball. Hopefully get the ball, right? And he's not going to be getting double teamed like Justin Jefferson. Like they're going to give him a lot of one-on-one opportunities because they know that Kirk Cousins is always going to throw it to him. And surely enough, he threw it to Kirk Cousins. I mean, he threw it to Justin Jefferson, threw it short, pick. Like, come on now. Like, I don't know. I'm playing a wild card, but hopefully my wild card can actually get some touches.
At what point do you give up on a player? Like, what week would you be like, all right, like you got Derrick Henry, right?
Yeah.
If he keep performing like this, at what point you gonna be like, all right, I'm done with it?
I don't know. It's so hard because you don't want to give up on them too early, but then like you don't want to wait too long to be like, damn, I should have traded you before because like you're not doing nothing for me. It's really hard to think. It's really, especially like this early in the season, if you're thinking about giving up on a player, it's kind of like, damn, do you want to wait? I don't even know because I'm definitely about to think about trading him right now, Derrick Henry, for in another league.
Are you even starting him?
I don't even know if I was I can. I don't know if I want to.
No, I'm saying, are you? You're not.
I didn't start him last week.
I mean, if you got a solid starter, you can just hang on to him.
I do. I have great running backs.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, but like the other person I'm going to be getting is Mike Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Thomas tough. He been doing good.
No cap. Mike Thomas owe me. I have him in all 3 of my leagues. Everybody,
you really a fan?
Yo,
you really a fan,
bro? You don't understand how mad I was last year when he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come back." My team was set. I had Eckler, I had Swift, I had Kelsey. Like my team was good, and Michael Thomas. I think I had Mike Evans too, and Michael Thomas was just like right there just to finish the season off. And I had Matthew Stafford. He was playing good. He's not playing like fucking Kirk Cousins or fucking Matt Ryan, but. He was doing solid, giving me like 15 to 20 points. My team was good. And I'm like, Matt
Stafford also gets a lot more protection in the pocket, though.
Yeah.
Gives him more time to throw.
Yeah. And Cooper was going crazy that season, too. But I'm thinking Kirk's throwing a Jetta so he can at least get some points. All I want is 15 points from my quarterback. That's all I asked for. 15. But apparently that's impossible.
Nah, I need 20. I need 20 from my quarterback every week.
Yeah, he sounded like me. When we was at the gym, I was so mad that Adam Thielen had 1 point and it was the 4th quarter. I'm just like, nah, that's just my fault for starting him.
Won't happen again.
No cap. Oh shit.
Came down to the playoffs. Hella people got injured due to COVID. Well, out because of COVID or something else. And I needed Michael Thomas the most. Hey, he just.
Hey, I'll do you. I'll take him off your hands for you. I don't want him to let you down again. So I'll definitely take him off your hands.
Nah, he owed me though. He owed me. I went through too much pain and suffering.
See, don't let a player get so caught up to you. Don't hold on to a play. See, I don't have on my team. I don't got no untouchables. Nobody if the trade, bro. If the trade good,
it's worth it. Yeah,
I can do it. Yeah.
Who are your quarterback right now?
Jalen Hurts. He's number 2 or 3 right now in fantasy.
So you willing to trade him?
If the trade is good, like I said, nobody on my team is untouchable. If the trade is good, but like I said, it gotta be right. Okay. Don't send no bum shit.
Okay.
True.
Okay.
That should get hit real quick.
No cap.
Yo, I'm always paranoid I'm gonna hit the wrong button by mistake.
Bro, no cap. That's sometimes.
Like you just accept the trade?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even accept the decline and come like, I might hit the wrong button. I'm like, I'm gonna touch it. No cap. I do that. I let that trade sit. unless it come through right away, I'm like, okay, I'll hit. Like if it's like some shit Emma would send, it's like some bullshit, like a kicker from my best quarterback.
Mhm.
Now, I know I definitely because I decline all his trades.
Yeah.
He don't say no good shit.
Nah, I almost fucked up and hitting yes because your brother, he sent me a trade for an injured player. Or no, the player was questionable. He might pop in for week 3 maybe for Rashad White. I was like, no. I just hit that no button.
He wanted Rashad White?
Yeah, he wanted Rashad White.
Nigga, Rashad White is doing nothing.
An injured player gonna do nothing.
Who is it?
Huh?
Who is it?
And I'm holding on to Rashad White strictly only because week after that Saints game, Leonard Fournette said that he was playing on he said he was playing on one leg. His hamstring was acting up with him. I don't know if it's his left or right. Either way, he said it feels like he's playing on one leg.
If Leonard Fournette get hurt, they not running the ball.
You don't think they're gonna put up Rashad White? Rashad White, back in college,
he pass the ball with Tom Brady. You
don't think Rashad White is gonna come in?
He will. He'll get in, but I promise you, he won't get over like 10 snaps.
Unless if he can prove himself, and that's the game I'm willing to put up for 1 week, or maybe just see how it goes. Because I already got some 2 solid running backs anyway. But if he does solid like for those 2 weeks,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like back in college, he was like you just check down to him, let him run, or he ran routes.
Yeah,
I think he's like how big is he? Like 6'1", 6'2", somewhere around like 247. Like he's a big dude, you know, but he's also skinny.
Yeah,
you know, so like he can run the routes, but he can also run the ball. So it's just like if Brady can utilize that and just put him as a workhorse, we'll see what happens.
As long as he blocked, because Ronald Jones, Ronald Jones was going crazy, and he was one of those players. I was like, I can't give up on him. And like around like year 3 of drafting him, that's when he started doing well. He missed a block for Brady. Ain't play his snap. I was mad as hell. He ain't play his snap. But that hamstring is no joke, man.
Yeah. And the guy is prone to injury, and that's why I didn't pick him up. I don't even think I could pick him up. I was so down in the draft, but I didn't even think about picking him up in the first place, just because of the simple fact, like he is prone to injury, and if he gets injured, he will be out for half the season. You know, so and if he's out for half the season, that's why I picked up Rashad White. Yeah. But how I picked him up, I fucked up. By dropping Hopkins. I'm gonna be honest with you, I was still trying to learn that app. You know, if Rashad White could be that man, that's why I picked up fucking who's that nigga? On the Cowboys. He's a rookie. He's starting. I think back in college he put up like 4,000, close to 5,000 yards. Oh,
quarterback?
Tight end?
Jalen Tolbert. That's why I picked him up. I picked him up as a wild card wide receiver, just thinking like, okay, like he can be that guy that just runs an out route.
Yeah, you definitely finishing bottom 3.
Huh?
He nigga naming a lot of. He definitely finishing. Finishing bottom 3. Yo.
I don't even mind about where I finish as long as it's not last. So
Nigga,
I don't have
money's on the line.
I mean, it was only $50. It's only $50. Plus, like it was just like I'm just doing it for
rates.
I'm just doing it for fun
And a ring.
I mean, like, but if I'm just bragging for what? A week?
It's not $50 on the line. Okay, you bet $50, but you got a whole what's the pot? It's 12 times 50 times 11 is 550 in a ring.
And he said he'll pay your car payment for
who said that? That's what I need. Who said that right now?
At the bottom.
At the end of the day, I'm just playing it for fun. Like if I lose the 50, I lose the 50, and then that's really about it. As long as I don't come in last and I have to do that hot wing challenge.
Oh yeah,
that shit gonna
burn your butthole, no cats.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go through that.
I had a 911 like what is it, a mini bite when I was younger. Just one, not the whole thing, just one. Yo, that one, it was hot, but bro, my butthole was burning for like I was like, bro, that shit was burning for days, bro. Bro, Tabasco is like the most heat like for like spicy shit I'll take, bro, because. That other 911, no thank you, no, bro. I'm like never again. Like I do not want to come in last. I'm looking good right now, 2-0, so I don't want to come in last, bro. That shit is hot, and especially even that one hot chip. If whatever you want to do, the hot 911 challenge or the hot chip, it's for the loser that comes in last place in our league. That shit gonna hurt, bro. I'm telling you right now, that shit gonna hurt.
All I know is that I hope it's not like, well, especially with Emmett's team. Actually, nah, I hope it happens because like I'm competing with niggas at the end of the day. But with Emmett's team, his team is so hot. Like imagine if they just drop. Like you know when some players just slow down. Yeah. Like if that happens and that nigga gets last place, that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I That's still my prediction on his team, yo.
I mean, he got some solid players though.
His bench is not good. I'm sick of it.
But we still got Pez in the league.
No cap. We still got Pez. Damn, Pez really suck. No cap.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, you should definitely you could definitely explain a lot better than me for people that don't know fantasy. Like explain like the PPR and all that stuff.
Football. PPR is just points per reception. That's what it stands for. The acronym. So in fantasy, if you're a wide receiver or running back, tight end, whoever, it doesn't really matter the player. Anybody can get a reception on the offense besides the lineman, because we don't play with linemen. Even a quarterback can get a reception. If they get a reception, they get 1 point, and then for every 10 yards in our league, it's a 1 point. Every touchdown from a running back or wide receiver, tight end. If you run the ball in or catch the ball as a touchdown, you get 6 points. Quarterbacks get 4 points if they pass it, or whoever passes it gets 4 points as a touchdown. For offense, yeah, and that's really, I don't really explain defenses a lot, but that's really the basis of it. You just gotta score the most points, you win, and then but you play one person each week. Right now in our league, Lopez is trash. He's 0-2, has the least amount of points. I'm debatable for top one in the league. Even though if you look at the stat sheet, it really shows I really am the best team in the league by multiple categories. Besides points, I have 1 point less than the person who has.
Who?
Emmett. He has 1 more point than me. That's it.
And he beat you week 1.
No.
Well, he would have beat you.
Week 1, yes.
Week 1.
Because he
the second week you put up
177,
right, or some shit like that. You put up 177 this week, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I would have beat him this week.
Yeah.
Because I was a high scorer.
Damn.
And he has the most points in the league right now.
By 1 point, yeah.
So he has the most points, and y'all 1-1 against each other.
We're not 1-1 against each other.
But you guys would have been 1-1.
Would have been if they went back to back. Yeah.
But Emmett did this week. Emmett put up the 3rd amount of points.
But he's still 1 above you.
No, but okay. I see what you're doing. But I would if this week I would have beat everybody in the league.
Yeah.
Emmett would have lost to me and Josh.
Okay.
And so that means
week 3.
Huh?
I think I played with you week 3.
No, you're not my rival.
I play Naeem.
You play Naeem?
Yeah. So Jahmar about to be 1-2.
No, I can't be 1.
Yeah. So if we do combined records, I would have been 21-1, and Emma would have 2 losses, so he would have 3 losses. Whatever is, I can't do this quick math right now. 18
Nasir. That's the root of how I was seeing.
Yeah. He 0-2 right now too. It's looking bad for my cousin.
Time for me to be 3-0.
Yo, y'all plan on getting a new COD?
No.
You don't?
No.
What about you?
I say it depends.
I mean, I'm getting it, so he gonna download it anyway. I'm gonna get it. I didn't pre-order it because I just want to kind of get to see what it's gonna be like first. I'm still gonna get it though. I'll play it, but the new Warzone's coming out.
That shit look live. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't really seen the gameplay of it yet.
Me either.
I didn't see the gameplay either, but I saw something where it was like the circles. There will be like the final circle. There will be like 3 different circles, so it splits up the fighting.
Yeah, they have multiple circles at the end.
That shit sounds.
But how
crazy.
I want to know how it ends though. Like, how would you then all group up? Because you can't run through the storm.
Yeah, and then the circle moves again, so all 3 of those circles
combine into one.
Yeah.
You still want to get Warzone though, cause it's free. I'm asking this.
But am I gonna get it?
Yeah, it's free.
I don't know. I fell out of love for COD. I haven't even been playing games in general. Like, if I do hop on, I hop on and I just play for like at least 30 minutes or max 30 minutes, and I'm just kind of off. Huh?
That's like a game or 2.
Right? Yeah, I hopped on and played. I think it was like 2 days ago. I played like one game of Aplex. Got off. Played 2 games of Rocket League. Got mad at that. Went back to Apex. Died, and I was like, I guess that's our night.
Because niggas be playing the same game, like, oh, there's nothing in gaming. Nigga, play a different game.
I don't even think it's like nothing in gaming. Like, I just like enjoy playing like the same games. Like, I played the shit out of Black Ops 2, and I played that. That was strictly only Black Ops 2. Yeah. You know, and I played that for hours on end. Like, I can have fun on the same game. I think it's just like more so. I just don't like sitting down and just playing the game for hours on end. You know what I mean?
I like doing that. That's just like, that's just like a regular thing I do. Like,
no, I get that. It's just that, I don't know. I guess I fell out of love for it. Like, I just want to like, I fell more into the love of just being in the gym. Like, I could dead ass sometimes. I went to the gym like with you yesterday. I went in the morning because I'm trying to now wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day.
Oh yeah, you sent me that snap. You tagged me, but I didn't get the tag. I just saw your story.
I didn't get the tag.
Yeah, I just saw your story and saw that
you
you tagged me. I'm like, oh, I didn't get the tag notification.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm trying to wake up every day at 4:30. If not 4:30, then 5, and then just go straight to the gym basically. And then it gives me enough time to do what I gotta do in the day. Even if I got a double, I should be like good to go. You know.
Yeah.
Like a double at work, I should be good to go.
You woke up at 4 today? You woke up at 4 today?
No, today I woke up at 12 because I'm just like I went to the gym twice yesterday because I went with you
twice. Wow.
Yeah, once when I got out of work at like 9, I went to the gym again. And
nah, I'm telling you, I'm like sarcastic. That was like accident. Like wow. Like,
yo, this nigga said twice. Yo, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, but that's just what I used to do before, and then I fell out of it because I don't know why I just fell out of it. But now I'm trying to get back into it. I used to go like on my off days like twice. Sometimes when I was bored, I would just go 3 times a day, like dead ass. And like the third time me going, I would just do cardio or something like that. Yeah,
nigga, why don't you just? He said 3 times. Why don't you just go all in one? Like,
I don't know. Like I'll go and then it's just like, all right, I've been in this gym for like 2 hours. Like this seems max. Let me go home. I go home. I eat my calories, and I'm like, I think I can go to the gym again. Like, you know, after like a couple hours, I'm like, I think I can go again. I'll go. And then like for the last hour, it'll be like 10 to 11. I'll be like, I can do some cardio. And I'll just start running.
I don't do cardio.
Not at all?
No.
Really?
I mean, well, I walk to and from the gym. That's
that
walk, so that's about like 2 miles in total.
So your metabolism's already like up and running. Yeah, that makes sense. No, I need to do cardio. After I got injured and I went up to 265, my metabolism just shot straight the fuck down. And I just I couldn't lose any weight. Like it was crazy. Like I just kept lowered my calorie deficit and then like was still going to the gym, and I'll wake up like after like 2 weeks, like of measuring myself, that shit would be like, it would say like 264. I'm like,
so what you at right now?
What the fuck? Huh?
What you at right now?
Right now, because my metabolism was able to kick back in, I added cardio. I just use cardio as a tool. I don't use it now how I used to with like running all the fucking time or walking. So I'll just do like cardio for 5 minutes, maybe 10. Right. But my weight right now is 220.
Okay, I'm about to say, you talk all this now? I'm like, damn, nigga, just tell you weight.
Yeah. But my weight's now I'm 220. I'm trying to get back down to
like, damn, that's a good 40 pounds you lost.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back down to 185 though. I want to get back down to that. But still lifting heavy and everything like that. Yeah, still lift heavy and everything like that. Because I could still get a 600 pound deadlift at 185. That shouldn't be a problem. But get down to 185. And then from there, I'll probably bump myself up, like bulking again. After sticking 185 for like 6 weeks, I'll probably bump back up to 200.
This is my first day doing like legs in like over 2 weeks. Because I was sick and then I didn't go to the gym for like 2 weeks basically. And so I mean, I just did like I kind of went like lighter today because I didn't want to just like jump right back into what I was doing before and be hurting. So I already know like I'm gonna start feeling it tomorrow and then probably especially the day after. So like with squat, I was only doing like usually I'll do like 225 squat. I started a little lighter and work my way to do like 225 squat, but I didn't do that. I went to like 20 pounds lighter. So 205 I think I was just doing. So then I just went with that.
You rocked with like, what is that, 85% of your max or whatever? Somewhere around there.
No, I ain't good. I ain't numbers like that.
I got all the numbers on my phone. All the numbers on my phone. That shit. I'm trying to like really get right with that. But so I got a girl. Obviously, I don't try to like do anything like magical or amazing. Like I'm just a regular ass nigga.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Average ass nigga.
I'm just at the end of the day, I'm just a regular ass dude. You know, stuff like that. You know, like you do something special whenever you can. But I was talking to a coworker, and she was like, oh yeah, so you do anything for your girlfriend? I'm just like, if I can, like sure, but you know, I'm not showering her with gifts or anything like that. Like I'm not rich, I'm not no Drake. I'm right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Like, and she was just like, nah, if it was me, she's like, I expect flowers from my mans at least every week.
No, I'm not I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's because nice. But one flower, like that's an expense, unneeded expense.
Unneeded, just for them to die.
That's exactly you. They sit on the table just to die. Like if you really want flowers, you can go get them yourself. Like to be honest, like I'm not doing flowers. I'm sorry, like I'm not doing flowers. That's not gonna be. It's not. That's a subscription right there, bro. Like, I'm not doing that.
So and then this is the opposite side of the coin. Like I was telling her, yeah, you know, I'm not gonna do anything like that. That just sounds ridiculous. Like, yeah, I bought my girl plants or something like that, but like the plants, well, at least like it's like these big ass plants. I think I bought like some bamboo shit and then some other thing. Like those can like at least survive compared to like flowers, which are she's not gonna go inside the back and like plant them shits. Maybe she will, but you know,
so we can get some plastic flowers in the house.
Like, you know, maybe she'll like plant them shits, but like those flowers are just gonna sit on the fucking thing and like you said, just die.
I'd rather get like a regular ass plant. Like, I mean, I know this is fake, but like,
yeah,
like
that you know can at least survive for a long time, and then you just like pour some water in it. You know, maybe change the soil every once in a month.
I don't got no problem getting a potted plant, so you can whatever. Shit.
Yeah, but the other side was she was just like, nah, but like if my man's doing that type of stuff, treating me well, you know, stuff like that. She's like, I'm interested in him, and now I'm gonna, she's like, I'm gonna make food for him like at least 4 times every morning, and I'm gonna do his laundry, and I'm gonna wash the dishes. No, all relationships are transactional.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what works for them, then fine. But I ain't that type. I'm not doing that.
But I thought it was interesting. I'm just like, okay, so like personally, me, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna buy them flowers every damn week. Yeah. But it's just like, but she is. I can see why someone's just like, but she is doing this, that, and third.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess. I mean, I could do my own laundry. I wash dishes. So like,
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, I don't need you to do that. Like,
yeah.
Also, if you're doing something a lot, like it takes the value away from it, because like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get flowers next week, and like they don't appreciate it as much as if you would do it like once in a while type of thing.
I told her the same thing, and she was like, nah, I wouldn't mind. And I'm just like, all right, how about your birthday come around, and then he just buys you them damn flowers again. Yeah, you're gonna look at these flowers and be like, fuck these flowers. And she's just like, nah, but I would want flowers and something more. I'm just like, so you telling me that something more is gonna be the same value of those flowers? And then she looked at me, she's like, shut up, Raquan.
Yeah. See?
I was told, if you really want something, you go out and do it yourself.
Honestly.
Yeah, like if you want flowers, then go get your flowers. Spend your money. I'm about spending my money on flowers weekly. No. That's wild.
I think that's one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to tell people what I want as a gift. Because anything I want nowadays, I just get it myself. Exactly, like I don't be like, oh, can you give me the PS5? I'm like, no, I'm about to get that PS5 myself. Or like, oh, you gonna give me this? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get that myself. Yeah. The only time I do ask for something is if I'm asking for like socks. But like the people that are buying my gifts are like, oh, socks are not a good gift. But like I could use some Nike socks or like some black socks. Like, that shit is valid. But,
yeah, I feel the same.
I enjoy getting socks and underwear. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was just saying, like, I definitely don't like. I don't be asked for anything. Like my nana asked me like, what do I want as a gift? I'm like, I don't know. Like when she asked me, I actually don't know, because like if I want anything, I'll really just go get it myself. Like I don't really be asking. I don't ask people for much anyway. So I'm never one to really ask for much, especially like money. I don't be asking nobody for money, bro. No one can say I owe them money, because I don't be asking for it.
Facts. That's the last thing you want, someone coming up to you and saying like, yo, you owe me $100, something like that.
Bro, if y'all ask me for money, I don't got it. I'm sorry. I'm telling right now, I'm done. Like I was like, I'm a nice guy. Like I definitely lent out money before. Like some people have paid it back, some haven't. But as of right now, I don't got it. So don't ask me for no money. If y'all seen this right now, I don't got it. I don't got it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Nah, but like speaking of girls, though, talking like you talking about like girls and like flowers and shit like that. Like when I get a girl, I don't want a high maintenance, high fashion girl, whatever. Like who likes like expensive gifts, like person, like Birkins and shit. Like
if she I don't got it again, like though, if she likes it, like she just gotta apply. She gotta get it herself.
Like I don't mind like giving gifts like when it's appropriate and shit like that. But like expecting like, oh, can you give me these shoes? These like can you give me money to get my nails done? Man, you better use your own money. Bro, like what? Like, especially like this, like getting your nails done is not an actual necessity. It's for whatever reason. I don't know, but because they like it, I'll say that. But like, I'm not like same with haircut. Like, bro, I haven't had a haircut in weeks. I don't like it's because I don't go out the house besides the gym, and like I go to work on the weekends. But like, it's not a necessity for me at this point. Like, unless you're going somewhere, like. I definitely don't get haircuts as often as I do, especially because they was raising prices. I remember when I was a kid, them shits was like $10, bro.
It's like
them shits are like 30 now. Yeah, like 30 with a 35 with a tip, bro.
That
I'm
inflation.
Like, bro, I'm like, damn. I'm like, I remember when they raised it after like once they opened up during the pandemic again, it went from like 25 to 30. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, golly. I mean, it wasn't even 25 for long, but once after, I'm like, golly. I'm like, fuck. All right, damn. I was like, bro, like that's why I'm like, I'm definitely not going for. I'm gonna make like once a month, maybe, or once every month and a half.
I try to go at least every 2 weeks.
See, that's what it used to be when it was cheap. I can't do that no more.
I still pay the same though, like what I used to pay. I just give because my bartender Flo, he's been cutting my hair.
Bartender?
Oh shit! Wow.
You still at work.
My barber Flo, he's been cutting my hair for
years.
Yeah, ever since I was like a baby.
Yeah.
So I just try to take care of him. So whenever I tip him, I didn't even know that the haircut's for $30, to be honest with you, because I always just give him 60 and I'm like, here you go. Yeah, and I'm
60.
Yeah, I give him 60 every time. 60
you
every time.
better than me, bro. Bro, I didn't know about tipping until like a couple of years ago. I didn't know about tipping barbers, bro. I was giving no tips until my nana gave me money for a haircut. I think I was at high school one time, and she was like, here for a tip your barber. I'm like, tip? I'm like, you tip barbers? And I remember I started asking them, like, y'all tip barbers? And niggas was saying, oh yeah, I tip my barber. I'm like, oh.
Always. You gotta take care of them.
I just asked recently too, because I really wasn't telling. Like, oh, I guess I'm gonna get back into tipping. Then I'm like, I didn't even know tipping was a thing, but all right.
How much you think they actually pocket, and like how much do you think goes to the shop?
I think they probably just honestly rent out the chair.
Yeah, and then
so the renting out the chair probably costs anywhere from between $500 to $1,000, I would assume. Yeah. And then whoever's paying for the building, I guess they just get their expenses. I don't know, because the 500 to 1,000, I don't think that's once a month. That's got to be at least every 2 weeks, maybe. 500 every 2 weeks. I mean, it makes sense if you got customers coming in every month. You know, like every day. You know, you gotta somehow run the store and make it profitable. Like keep the building open, but not charge them out the ass. You know, because no one's gonna work there. So I assume it's probably like maybe 500 every two weeks. So that's 1,000. You got about 6 or 7 motherfuckers working in there. That's it's a good amount of money.
No, that is.
You ever sat in Collins here?
No, never.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Why, to get my haircut or just in general?
Man, I'm just saying. I know he messed up a lot of hair. I seen some. Deshaun, bro. I remember Deshaun used to get his cut for free from Collins because he knew Deshaun's mom. Man, I remember Deshaun's hairline. Yo, that shit used to be looking crazy. Yo, he probably gonna say I'm watching this. He be like, chill.
Ain't nothing.
He like, you talking my business? Nah. Deshaun's hairline used to be crazy. But I mean, at one point, my hairline was crazy also. So I had dreads like multiple times, but like my first time I had it was like in starting elementary school up to middle school, and so I really wasn't getting lineups and shit like that. I was just getting my hair done, and so after that, like my hairline would just look crazy. It was small and it was like crooked, and so I remember I was just getting my hair cut and shit like that. And I noticed that like it was small. Like if I look back on pictures, this shit used to look crazy. And I realized it was small when I was in like probably 9th or 10th grade. I'm like, this shit looks crazy, but like nobody was really on hairlines like that, yo. And so I was like, this shit is not even. I'm looking like it was one side or the other, like was way over. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. So I actually got in the mirror, twisted up my hair myself, took scissors and cut like that hair off, and then lined it up myself with my dad's clippers. And I'm like, I can't believe. I'm like, bro, like the barber I was going to, I'm like, he didn't see this shit. I'm like, why he fix this as my barber, bro? And so I switched barbers. I'm like, damn. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this shit was easily fixable. Like, how I find this shit out myself and mom being a barber? I'm like, that shit's crazy. So my hairline is better now, way better than it was before.
I think you need a degree now to be a barber.
Oh well, not
really?
You need
like
a cosmetology license. I think it's under that. I think it's under the same thing. I'm not too sure.
That's like what 8 to 12 weeks of school or something like that.
I don't know, but I know you've always needed it. It wasn't. That's nothing new. You always needed that. Yeah, to do hair, you had to have that license.
Really cracking down on it. Like I had to switch barbers a lot. It was bad.
Are you switching?
I try not to, but like something always happens. Like my first barber, what
was it, Dante?
I know Don. Even before him, I used to go to this Spanish dude by
Uptown Cuts.
Nah, or MLB. This was. Ooh, it could have been MLB. Is it by that corner store that's like down the hill from the movies?
Yeah, right there on the corner.
Yeah. I used to go there because I used to work there on the low, like sweeping the hair.
Oh yeah,
so
they can always get kids to do that.
Yeah. So I used to do that, and then they'll give me a haircut. But then the price of a haircut increased there, and I was like, like that was the first time I really just left.
Where are they by?
They're not there anymore.
Yeah, they used to be gone for years.
Yeah. Okay.
So after him, I went to Dante, and Dante stopped cutting hair at that barbershop.
Is Dante the one with the dreads, or
Yeah.
He used to have dreads, but then he cut them off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him cut my hair once or twice.
Yeah.
I tipped that man like crazy because he did he got a razor, did my eyebrows. He got a razor, like hit all of the edges and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, here's 80, bruh. That nigga ran outside. He was just like, yeah. I was like, here's 80. He ran outside. He's like, yo, here's my card. Called me. I called him. Nigga didn't answer. I'm just like, yo, where you at?
Yeah.
And then I came in and Flo was just like, oh, yo, my fault. He's like, well, it looked like Dante took care of you. I'm just like, yeah, where you at? He's just like, he ain't here. He was like, I don't know where he is. Apparently, he just disappears sometimes. He just don't come.
Yeah, so it was him, and then Dante recommended someone else. I was going to her for a while.
Her?
Who, Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine can cut. She can also braid like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. And then she stopped going there, and then I went away to school.
Jasmine's still there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I was going back to school, and like she stopped. I think it was like around the pandemic time. So then I went to my school barber in PA, and he was tough. Like I was just asking people there. I was like, "Yo, who you get cut by?" They told me. His name is Ahmad too. That's funny. Like Naeem and his brother always called me Ahmad since we was younger, and then my barber was named Ahmad. Yeah, he was cool. He was cutting my hair for like a decent amount of time, and I would drive the 40-50 minutes just to go get my hair cut.
That's loyalty.
But then he left because he wanted to get into like film and everything like that. And I was like, damn. So I went to a place in Dover. And
damn, you've had OD barbers.
Damn, that's what I'm saying. Because like everybody's like leaving and shit. And then I went to this place in Dover, and he stopped being a barber. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And now I'm back at Motown.
So say you was at Motown, because that's where everybody go.
Yeah.
If your barber leave here, why don't you just go to another barber at the shop? Why you gotta go to a new barber at a new town? Like,
especially you already had Jasmine too. Like, Jasmine can cut.
Dante was at the shop, then he left. Then Jasmine was there, and then she left for a little bit. And then I was in PA for the because that's when I was staying there, like dorming there.
Yeah,
so I was
an hour
there.
Drive.
Yeah, so like I was like, I'm not gonna drive 50 minutes for a haircut and come back right back to school. And I was staying there for like 3-4 months. So I was like, I might as well just find a barber out here. And then that's why I found the barber out there. And then he left, and I was like, all right, I'm about to graduate anyway, so I gotta find another barber back around here. So that's why I was going to so many places. Now? I go to Eric.
Because Eric and Flo, John, and Tyrone been there for the longest.
Yeah,
they there.
Yeah.
So you should have got one of them.
Yeah. Now I got Eric, so he's like, I've been here 25 years. I don't plan on going nowhere. So I'm like, bet.
Yeah, he definitely got his clientele up where he don't even got to go.
Yeah.
Make his money however he can.
But yo, I actually wanted to ask you this because you mentioned that this is back to the girl situation. How often would you take your girl out on a date if you had one?
I think it really
only depends. Why can't she take me out?
Huh?
Why can't she take me out?
Same thing. Well, how often should we go? You guys should go on a date. It doesn't matter who takes who out.
Find a date though, because
they could eat, movie,
yeah, but you could just take a bike out and just ride, and
that's a date.
That could be a date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, some people doing weekend things. To be honest, I don't like a weekend thing. If it's depending on the money situation. Like you said, if it's biking free. If you got a bike, shit like that, just spend it. To be honest, I think I don't know if it has to just be good, just at least but spending time doing a certain thing together, even if it's a movie night or some shit like that. I don't know, especially if y'all don't live together. I mean, seeing each other on a weekly basis and then just spending time, but you're right. Define date basically,
because everyone has a different idea of dates. Some girls, a date to them is nah, we gotta go out to eat, and then
the only thing,
huh?
Dinner's the only thing.
We got food in the house.
But other girls think that's fact. You do got food in the house. You could have a date at home.
Yeah.
As long as you I guess make it look presentable as a date, because there's a difference between making a date at home where it's I'm not saying you gotta get a tablecloth and put it on the fucking table and get candles, but you could probably get some cheap candles that smell nice over at the mall or some store. A bottle of wine, put it in the cooler or whatever you really want to do, and just make food, and then that could be a date compared to you just I'm gonna get Chick-fil-A, drop that shit on tables, and you call that a date. That's not that. It's really there's different levels to it.
I was talking to my girl and my family members, family members, and what most of them were saying is really about planning. So it could, if it's like just Chick-fil-A in the movies, but like you're like, all right, Saturday at this time we're gonna eat Chick-fil-A and do this, that, and the third. That's what matters.
Oh, you mean like planning out multiple days?
No, or just like if like that's gonna be your day. Like, we're gonna have a date night on a like. Let's say, we haven't gone on a date in a while. It's like, well, I'm not trying to spend money on you. You're like, all right, like we're gonna go set like Saturday at 9. We're gonna eat Chick-fil-A and watch a scary movie, and like
that's a date. Yeah, that's a date.
But like it has to be planned rather than like, oh, like what do you want to do? It's like, oh no, let's just get Chick-fil-A, or it's like, oh, what do you want to do now? Let's kind of watch a movie. And it's like they wouldn't consider that as like a date.
This has to be something where you set aside. I don't know. I really think it depends. Like, I mean, everyone has their each their own of like what a date is.
Shit, y'all the ones in relationships. Y'all should be knowing, right?
That's what I'm saying. Everyone has their own thing of what a date is.
Yeah.
I don't think I say I can see the movie as a date, but it's just like, well, we're gonna get Chick-fil-A and then go to the movies. I don't think that's much as a date. I think the Chick-fil-A is kind of just like, you just want to get some fast food before you actually went on your actual date, you know, because
ain't no wrong. If it's a movie date, y'all planned on going to the movies, but if y'all gonna get some Chick-fil-A, y'all just getting something to eat before y'all go on your date. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, of
so
course.
What would you consider a date?
Huh?
What would you consider a date?
Like I said, it's levels. Like, you could go on a date and you can say, we're gonna go to the movies. But then this is, well, let me use the Chick-fil-A thing as an example. Like, you say, hey, we're gonna go to the movies. But then you get Chick-fil-A after. The date was that, but then like you're still continuing to date to do something else. But the Chick-fil-A thing was just something that you came up with to just get food. I don't know. I don't think like me going to a McDonald's or something like that is a date. But that's just me personally. I don't want to take somebody to a fast food place.
Don't tell Chad to single that.
Yeah.
Don't tell Chad to single that. McDonald's is not a date.
Yeah, I just don't want to take someone to a date at McDonald's. But at the same time, how I look at that is that I don't enjoy that as a date for me, because I don't enjoy going to those places for a date. If that makes sense. My dates are, I'm going to where I want to go in terms of where I'm going to have fun and what I'm going to enjoy. Because if I'm not going to have fun at the place, then.
But you talking about planned dates? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to go to Chick-fil-A or whatever for a date because I'm not going to have fun on that date.
But when you say that, like, what if that your significant other likes to do that though, but you don't like it?
Then if she likes doing that, then we can. It's all about like a give and take thing. Like, we can do that.
You took her to
but
a Bad
we're not
Bunny
gonna
concert.
do that next week. You know what I'm saying? It's all give and take.
You took her to a Bad Bunny concert, right?
Yeah.
That's not your idea of fun though, is it?
No, but that wasn't even I guess you can call it a date, but that was more so for her birthday. So I just went.
You did it because she liked it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
it's
like
a give and take.
But you sometimes, don't you think that sometimes you'll do something that you don't like just for your significant other?
Yeah, exactly. Give and take. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can't just always do something where it's just like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because after a while, like girls, they, how like guys are like the leaders and girls follow. At the end of the day, she will go on those dates because that's what you want to do. That's what you want to plan. Like, a girlfriend's always going to like list you and say, where do you want to go? And then if you say, I don't know, she's going to be like, we never decide where to go and all that stuff, like, or she goes like anything really, like, oh no, like, I don't want to go. My girl loves saying this. I picked 3 weeks ago, or I picked 2 weeks ago. I'm like, all right, I guess I got to decide again. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't got a problem with it, but like, if that's her one time thing that she wants to do, all right, fuck it, we can go. We can do that, because for the most part, at least in my relationship, I don't know how it is with yours. For my relationship, it's kind of like, what do you want to do today? Where do you want to go? Or something like that. So we kind of just operate on what I want to do, because I'm not going to lie, I picked some great ass movies and some Netflix series, or like there's some restaurants that I want to try out. She loves trying different restaurants. So when it's her turn to try something, she's just like, hey, like, I want to try this. Like, can we try this today? I'm like, sure, why not? At the end of the day, I say, if it's what I'm picking, I want to pick something that I enjoy. And personally, I'm not going to enjoy going to a Chick-fil-A thing or something like that for a date. So I wouldn't consider it a date for me. I can see why if she wants to do that, it'll be a date for her. But for me, that would just be, oh, we're just hanging out at Chick-fil-A.
What about like, what would you guys, single, Raquan, good first date? Like, would you say like hiking or like an expensive dinner? Some people like, oh, you gotta take me to like a 5-star restaurant and do all this, and some people like,
if a girl asks me to take her to a 5-star restaurant, we is no date.
She can take a damn self, or she can stay home. If I offer where I want to go, like single Raquan, right?
What would you offer though?
Shit,
that's what I'm asking.
I'm not gonna lie. I've taken so many girls, I guess you can say on dates, but like it's like, hey, you want to hang out or something like that. I've taken them to Millie's. You know, Millie's is a place. It's a pizza place. Yeah, Morristown, super, really good. Not like amazing, but it's really fucking good for me. I've taken girls to Millie's. Like that's my spot where I like having fun. Mm-hmm. I've even taken Erica there a couple times, you know, and I put her on that. And I think she took Kaylin, like one of her friends, and somebody else. Saying like,
go there and be like, oh, so this is where you take all your hoes. No, please.
Nah, she never said anything like that. But you know, like Millie's is my spot. I love going there. If I was going to go to a bar, it used to be Tajmu, where I always took a girl. Just because that's where I was most comfortable. That's where I had fun, you know. And then if it was something outside of Morristown, then it was something active. It was like, oh, you want to go to the gym, or do you want to go on a hike?
Gym, oh, wow.
Yeah, I've taken only one girl actually, only to the gym though. But it was like, oh, you want to go to the gym or a hike? Usually girls pick the hike because they don't want to go to the gym, or the girls that I've talked to because they haven't like worked out. So it's like, oh yeah, like let's go on the hike. That seems fun. You know, we just go on the hike, and I've gone to the same fucking trail every single time because I don't know, that's where I just have fun. I have fun on that trail. My mind just seems to be calm and still. I think I've even taken you to that trail
with two other people. Was it two other people? Was it just like,
it was with
to make sure to make clear.
Yeah, but it wasn't even a date when we went with the two other people. It was literally they just like, I knew those two girls and I was friends with them, and I was like, hey, you guys want to go on this? And they said it was during COVID, right?
Yeah.
I've gone there with you. I've gone there with Erica. I've gone there with Lopez. I've gone there with Javane. Like that's just I just
not me.
I just pick where I like, and I'm gonna have fun, you know.
What about you?
I know black people were hiking, but me, my spot is a famous frog. Like that's where I'm going. Like I like rather sit down, talk to the girl, to get to know me like in person. I mean, like
famous frog, is that a bar?
The famous frog is actually like the dining part.
The restaurant.
I mean, the bar is still part of the famous frog, but like the dining side.
Yeah.
I've been going there since I was a kid, so I just like going there. And so, but I'd rather like just sit down and talk first, like that before like doing like something like golf or some shit like that. I mean, I'll go on an active date or something like that, but it wouldn't be my first choice of a date. No, it would just be like over dinner, some shit, just talking and shit like that, getting to know them, chatting it up, shit like that.
Yeah, I've even taken girls on dates where it's like, since I was in a restaurant back in the day at Urban Table, just took them to some type of harvest restaurant because I knew I was going to get the discount. You know?
Ain't no problem with that.
Yeah, exactly. I just knew I was going to get the discount. So if I've really, there was this girl, bartender, that I tried to take out, somehow succeeded. I don't even know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how I got her out, but because I was 21, 22 at the time, 21, 22 at the time, and she was almost 30. I don't know how I got her out, but I got her out, and I took her to Roots. I was like, but in my mind at that age, I'm like, it's got to be some type of like Roots, not 5 stars, like 4 whatever, but it's like I gotta take him to a super nice restaurant, you know, nice steak dinner and all that stuff. So I took her out. But I was like, I'm not taking her out to some other place where I'm not getting the discount. So I got like the 30% or whatever discount on that shit.
Okay.
You know,
my go-to would be coffee. Like
coffee.
Yeah.
Like a Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. What?
Me neither.
You don't?
Well, now I do. But like
before Jahmar.
Single me, like I tried different methods, and I'm like, yo, I really don't want to like be someone's free food. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, I could split it, but like that also, most of the time I would split. I'm not gonna hold you
on a first date.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Oh, you really? Oh, you told me you gonna split it?
Yeah, I have done that in the.
Oh wow!
I
never met anybody like, cause like I mean, I don't want to cut you
I
off.
would. Are you the one that asked them to go out? Like, did they ask you out on a date?
It really depends, really how it is. So if it's like, it depends how I meet them. Like if I was talking to them for a while and like let's say a few weeks or something like that, and then I asked for like dinner beforehand, like when I was like would do dinner as the first date, then I'll be like, all right, maybe I'll pay for it depending on like what type of vibe I'm getting. But if like we're not vibing, most likely I'm gonna be like, all right, let's split the check.
Oh, like you knew the date wasn't going to proceed into a second date.
Yeah.
So you just wanted to call it quits there. It's like, okay, cool,
or
we're
if I
friends.
wasn't enjoying myself, I'd be like, all right, yeah.
It's like you call it chips right there. Okay, I respect
you gotta
that.
You gotta earn the meal. Like, if I'm coming up with a conversation the whole time, it's like,
okay, I respect that. But do you say that after? Like, do you just stay straight up like, hey, to be honest with you, I didn't really like this date. Like, let's just split it.
Nah.
So how do you what's the word? How do you go about that? Thank you.
So if I go, we're talking, we're vibing, then here's an important detail I also missed. So if we're vibing, or even this is like the biggest test. So when the check comes on the table, and like the waiter walks away,
you got a bullet point set up.
Yeah. I had to break this down to a science, but like I'm gonna explain why I go to coffee just next. But like, so once the check hits the table, I go reach for my wallet. If I see that she's also reaching for hers, then I'm like, all right, I got it. Like that's how she can make it up. But if she doesn't, she just like look at me, then or like go on her phone. I'm like, yo, like let's just split it. And then like,
but did you? But that's my question. Did you ask them
to go on the date?
If you asked them on the date, then it's expected for you to pay because you asked them, right? Like, but if she asked you on the date, then in my mind, it's expected for her to pay, but it then comes down to you if you want to pay because it's the first date. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why they're gonna assume like, oh, he's just gonna pay for it because he asked me out.
I understand that, but that's why I'm like, I don't want to be free food.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, like, if I'm always having to ask you out on a date though, then like this is probably not gonna work because why I always gotta make the plans and shit like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
After like dealing with all that drama and testing and experimenting, I'm like, I'm gonna just do coffee because it's coffee. You sit down, you talk, you spend like $5 max, and then I don't like coffee, so I'll just get it like a Gatorade or something.
That's crazy.
That's what I did with Megan too. It's funny. She's like, "You don't even like coffee? Why would you invite me to Dunkin'?" I'm like,
I mean, it makes it a funny interaction.
Yeah, and like you get a quick chuckle, and, and then like good vibes. Like, oh, he's funny. Like, he just why would he take me and just
if that was me. I mean, yeah, it can get them thinking, but if that was me, I'd be like, oh, like he just invited me out to coffee because this is cheap, Which, I guess so. Which isn't bad. Me, as my sense of humor, I would think it's funny. But if it's like some, I don't know, like some girl where she's just like, what you were talking about, oh, I only like 5-star dates, and all that stuff. She gonna look at that and be like, what? Like, nigga, what? Well, you know what I mean? But for someone who actually has a sense of humor and isn't like that, that would be funny to them. They'll be like, oh, this nigga's hilarious. Yeah. But
at the same time, if she's like that, like fortunately, I was never in a situation where like she would tweak on me or be like, oh, you're broke. But if she's like that, then I wouldn't even want to be with her in the first place. Like I'm just saving myself that.
Yeah, of course, naturally. Like, you don't want to be with somebody that's just gonna expect you to shower them with endless gifts and dates and all that stuff because you can't do that. It's not sustainable, especially if they're not paying for anything like at all. Like that, did you see that video I sent you in the chat with the light-skinned woman and her boyfriend?
When did you send it?
Yesterday. Nah, I posted it on my story.
That was scripted. It was acted. That was
scripted?
That bro.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nigga, they was recording it. What you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. That shit was crazy, but there really is some like
the waiter probably wasn't in on it, but them two were definitely.
Yeah, I hope so. So it was just a video of this woman, and this guy was like, "Hey, I want you to pay for this. You've been paying. I've been paying all the time. It's time for you to pay for this." And he's just like, "You want me to pay for this?" She's like, "It's $50." She's like, "Why would I have to pay for it? I'm out with you." Hey, she's like, "You don't have the money to do it," and he was just like, "I guess not." And she was just like, "Oh, that's crazy." So she's telling me, so she's like, "So you telling me you broke?" And like, just like bad mouthing him, bantering him, just, doing the most, which I hope it was scripted.
Yeah, shit looked scripted.
Yeah, which I hope it was scripted. And then she was like, "Oh, you gonna have to get somebody to She's like, maybe we gonna have to wash dishes or something. She's like, 'cause I'm not paying this. And he was like, he's like, yeah. He's like, I guess so. And then when the waiter came over, she was like, so you gonna have him like, and then deflected it off of hers because she said, I guess we're gonna have to wash dishes. Once the waiter came over, she was like, oh, he's gonna have to wash dishes or something because I don't know how he's gonna pay for this. Yeah, so just, but there really is some women like that, you know, where I've heard stories where the guy's like, oh, I'm not paying for this, and the girl just walks out on the date. She's just like, nah, he asked me out, which I understand, but at the same time, it's just like you gotta have your own money and be prepared. That's my girlfriend. She's prepared. Like if I say like, oh, like you got like, hey, it's your turn to pay, she'll whip out her wallet. You know, she's prepared for that. You know, because
I mean, I wouldn't ask out anybody on a date with no money.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you never know. Next thing you know, the guy, or I guess in this case, the girl, you know, she asks you out and she says, oh shit, like I forgot my wallet. Now you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to just walk out and then they call the cops on me. You know, just because she quote unquote forgot. You know what I'm saying? But you know, my girl, she loves saying she was just like, yeah, that's fine. She was like, I got it. You know, because at the end of the day, like, that's the difference between dating a girl and a woman. You know, it's a girl is gonna expect all of that, you know, but a woman is gonna be like, that's fine. I got my own money. You know, I'm grown. You know, and that's like the key difference there. You know, if I don't know, if my girl was like that, I probably wouldn't even be dating her anymore. You know,
that's what you gotta do. You gotta like have some confidence in yourself that you'll find someone else. And don't let people take advantage. In that situation, I probably would have, like, she was really acting like that. I probably would have, like, paid and then, like, that would have just been done with it. Yeah. But that's why I go for coffee. Because I ain't really stressing over coffee. But, like, I understand that everybody's not like that. But you got to have boundaries. And I really recommend that the check test. The check test? Like, if they reach for their purse or not, then it's like, oh, I don't even looking at that. That's just too much dissecting for me. I can't set my bar that high. Because if I set my bar high with different check marks, I'm just gonna drive myself crazy throughout the whole day. I'm like, like if I do this and she don't do this, or it's just like, oh, I said this joke but she didn't laugh, now I gotta say another joke to make her laugh. So that she but I don't know what your checklists are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you check. You know, I'm just like listing off stuff that, you know, probably people will think about, because that one of the main things everyone thinks, like, you gotta be funny on the first date, like hilarious, like she's laughing her ass off. Like you gotta have like great stories to tell. Sometimes there's not great stories to tell. You know, that's where the conversation has to flow into. It's like, shit, I do have something to like go with this story, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I can't set my bar that high where it's just like, I'm just gonna like check to see if she's gonna reach for her wallet. Cause at the end of the day, I know that I asked her to go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, no disrespect to you. No disrespect to you. No, I'm good.
He calling you broke. That's what he doing. He calling you broke.
And you sound like a munch. Nah, I'm playing.
Oh, shit.
Yo, did you see Drake was trying to fuck with her? Or maybe he did?
Also, yeah. The
Ice Spice.
Was he? Nah.
Man, what I seen was he was with her at a concert because supposedly he flew her out. To be honest, I don't know the reason why. People say because he's trying to hit. I don't know that.
Didn't he DM her saying her freestyle was
he said it was good. Yeah, he's trying to put on like OVO Raiders.
He could be trying to like sign her. Who knows? You know, there's really anything that could be going on there.
You know, anytime Drake interacts with any female, it's he trying to hit. He trying to hit. That's what it is.
Shit. That's what they say. And like she went to Toronto. After she went to Toronto, he unfollowed her and everything. And I'm like, damn, people really on his dick. Like,
how did y'all find that? How did y'all find that shit out? Like, I don't know. She do look good though. No cat. She is a beautiful woman.
Oh, no lie.
But her music. Have you seen her music or listened to it?
Yeah.
Besides the other songs, like the
Munch song?
Yeah. Besides that,
yeah.
She got some work to do.
She does.
It's not hitting.
It's kind of like some type of drill music, but it's not on that level of like New York
it's
drill.
It's a drill beat. But she not spitting. Like she not like she the opposite of Nicki. Like Nicki got bars, but she Ice Spice. She either gotta work on it or cut it out. It's one of the two because It was not. The music was not. It was not. Yeah.
Hey, at least you're making money now. At least you know, especially off of that main song that she's doing. Or that blew up. Munch.
It's just that verse, to be honest.
Yeah, because do you know any other part of the song?
Nah.
You just know the
You
chorus.
thought I was feeling you? Yeah. That's all I know.
That nigga Munch.
I never like looked into it. Like I never listened to the song. I just like
Oh, no,
but like
I seen it on its social, like Twitter. There was some dude watching it, and he was like, "It's like no bars, just shaking ass."
Yo, I was watching Power Raising Kanan. Is like Power is over, so now they're doing
a spinoff.
A spinoff. And one of the characters, Jukebox, she can sing, right? And this is setting in like the 80s, I want to say. And she's trying to blow up as like she sings. She's trying to blow up as an artist. But her problem is that like she dressed like a boy, and they're like, oh,
was she straight?
Nah.
Oh, I see what you're
saying. Yeah. So she's like, her uncle was like, you know, you gotta like
show off more,
show off a little bit more.
She wasn't marketable.
Huh?
She wasn't marketable because of the way she dressed.
Yeah. And I was thinking, like, damn, that sucks. Like, she has the talent and she's not really gonna blow up. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen, but like, she probably potentially won't blow up because she's not showing off body. How you think they should have do that? Like, what would you tell your daughter or something like that? Like, if you were in the 80s and she was in that situation.
I understand that because if this takes place in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I understand that in the 80s, like if that, I mean, to be honest, like the gay like movement, all the LGBT, that shit wasn't
a thing.
It wasn't back then. So like if she wanted to do that, she would have to. Like that was the only way if she wanted to blow up and shit like that. Only way she would, like, because what gay people do you know that were popular?
There's a chance that she could also get killed for it.
The only person, like,
nah, not killed, beat up.
They say Luther Vandross was gay, but I don't know. He never came out. When he was,
a lot of gay artists did hide. They did hide it because of the simple fact that, like you were saying, there's no way that they would become famous if they were gay back then. Yeah, you know,
that's tough, man.
But also, it was a different era. Like you had people, you know, hitting women and all this, like just coming at home and just like smack. You know, and all it was is I just gave him a little smack. That's all it was. You know, there was none of that. So it was kind of like an area where, and I don't have a problem with male dominance. You know, at the end of the day, it's just like,
I thought you were about to say you don't have a problem with him.
No, I don't have a problem with male dominance. So like there's male dominance, and then there's like whatever, you know, it is with females. Like they all have like their respective roles of what they play.
So you're into patriarchy, is what you're saying. Copy.
Yeah, so so you know, like, you know, they have each role. It's like women can do things that men can't do. Men can.
So you believe in gender roles in society? Absolutely.
Okay. Absolutely. You know, but the whole like hitting stuff is like, that was like a whole different level. I don't believe in that. But you know, that's just how they operated back then.
You know, a lot of people don't believe in like the gender. Like people get mad at people if they feel like gender roles. I know Amir was trying to cover like say the topic. Like, he didn't really explain it well, but I understand he was trying to say. Like, but gender roles, like each person has a place in the society. Like men, women have their roles and shit like that. Some people, when people say that, people just assume that woman belongs in the house, cooks, cleans.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but like the certain I understand what you're saying though.
Certain things, like for example, like
women are better caretakers.
Yeah, absolutely. Women are better caretakers. There's just certain things that they can do that a man can't do. At the end of the day, I know like I can't really tap in fully into my sensitive side compared to a woman. You know, like I do things very logical. My girl fucking hates it, but it's just like that's just in my nature. It was instilled like that, you know? Like whenever we're having a conversation, I'll say something and she's like, "You're being too logical." So what else am I supposed to be? Exactly. You know, it's like I can't switch that function off of my brain. But that's where, you know, we have our. That's just one example. That's just where we have our roles. You know.
Do you think like if you were getting paid $1 billion to dedicate to like being more sensitive or whatever your girl wants you to do,
like tapping into my feminine side?
Yeah,
nigga, bro, of course.
Yeah.
What?
Like, I can't, but like
no,
I mean, like,
he gonna learn today
and all that. Like,
well, I get like no, so I can't. I say I can't because I'm not actually attempting to doing it. So technically, you can do anything in that nature. But
you don't feel there's a reason why you
there's
need
no
to.
there's nothing compelling me in my nature to tell me to like fully tap into it, like into my feminine side. There's nothing that tells me to do that, and I know there's like it's the same for other males. It's like that's just how they are. Every guy I know is very logical. Like you gotta like you're a stats guy. You know what I'm saying? Like we all are very well. Females can be stats. So I guess that was a wrong analogy, but anyway, like you know, we all have our things that we're good at, but like when it comes to men and women, like they all do like separate things. You know what I'm saying? Like for men, for me at least, I don't know how it is for you guys. For communication, I had to take a fucking communication class in high school. Like an elective for public speaking, because I physically could not do it. Right? I was very like into myself. I didn't care about talking in public. I just cared about talking in terms of the group of people that I knew and everything. But for some women, like it's okay for them to just hop on Snapchat and just start talking to the hundreds of guys and girls that they have on their shit.
Or just talking about your feelings.
Or just talking about their feelings and stuff like that. There's no way in hell I could do that. I couldn't, back in high school, there's no way in hell I could just come on the podcast and talk about like any of this shit, you know? But a woman could probably do it because like, you know, she's more tapped into that side. Like women sometimes are just better at communication. Men aren't. You need a woman to maybe, unless the guy is able to do that, like learn that skill, then it's like, okay, he can now function and teach that to other people in society or like a kid. But inherently women are already good at that. So how I look at it is women play that role is because the only reason why you focus on communication and trying to get better at it is because if you're a straight male, your prize is that woman, and a woman wants someone who can communicate. So why do you learn how to communicate? Because of them. So you have to like try to like now learn how to open up just a little bit, but not too much to where you seem like a bitch. But you know what I'm saying? Like open up.
That's another crazy thing.
Yeah, you have to like learn how to open up a little bit, learn how to communicate, learn how to let the conversation flow. Why? Because that's what she wants, but we play off of each other. So like when I learn that because that's what they want, then it's like, okay, cool. But then women, they have to like learn how to play off of other things. So they might, for example, I know fixing shit is like a male, quote unquote, male thing.
Trait, yeah.
You know, trait. Anyone can do it, but it's like if you have a man and a woman in the house, I don't know how it is again for your guys' family, but my dad fixes all the shit.
Yeah, like when you're the man in the house, you do certain things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like fix whatever.
Like my dad fixes everything. Anytime something's broken, my mom's just like, oh, don't worry, I'll get your dad to fix it. You know, like every time, you know, and it's like, but my mom knows how to fix it. It's just that the role that my dad plays in the house is he is that man to do it, you know. But at the end of the day, if for some reason they got a divorce or something like that, she has the skills now that she's learned over like the course of her life of seeing it through different males. Like her dad or my grandfather was the same thing in his house. He fixed everything in the house. That man loves fixing shit. I don't know what it is, but you know, like when you go through that and you'll learn that, and it's like, okay, cool. I've learned this. I've seen this all my life. I know what this is. I know what that is. You know, and stuff like that. So now you're just, you know, you work off of each other. You guys work in tangent, and you learn from each other of like what the other person's trait is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then that's how I think it's the beauty of life. Of like that's how it works, which is why I don't think it's a problem where everyone has their own roles, because at the end of the day, we're all learning from each other. You know, but at birth, you are born with that role. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially like with roles. Like, I mean, to be honest, this is really all comes down to the science of everything. Even like every species on Earth has a role. Like, say with lions, the male doesn't go out and hunt. That's what the females do. The lionesses do. And so like, and it's like, even I'm comparing ourselves to animals, but like to be honest, like we're really animals too, bro. We're the same. Like it's just a different. We're humans. They're lions, whatever, and shit like that. But everybody has their roles, even animals. And so and to be honest, I think like the reason I think like women might be better caretakers and shit like that, because I think this happened like
there's a connection at birth.
This is not scientifically proven. This is just me talking, like, but like I don't think males like were like would stick around. I think that became part of, like with the like monogamous relationships and stuff like that, marriage. I think that's why men became more involved with like children, because I think somewhere down the line, like men were just planting a seed and going and shit like that. And so like you still might see that with certain people today. Like you see males who we call them deadbeat dads nowadays and shit like that, but like they don't want to take on the responsibility, caretake. Like some people like they don't have any what's the word I'm looking for? Care to take care of the children and shit like that. They just some people don't care. But I think that I think that was like an acquired trait down the line. We're humans, and so like now I think that's why more might be better caretakers. You said, especially because of bond with birth and stuff like that too.
All of our traits are definitely from where we were in our past, but it also comes down to just what we are as people at the core. For example, like even if you like, you know why we like girls with big butts? It's not like, yes, it looks physically attractive, but I was watching a video on it. It's easier for us, like when we see it, it looks better than someone with big boobs, but big boobs also looks good because in our mind we're thinking, oh, okay, like it's good for when we have children, you know, so for the kid. But big butts, if you go back in history, the reason why women got their butts bigger, and like this is like way back down the line, the reason why they got their butts bigger was because their center of gravity was now equalized, because the butt is coming down and like through the back, but then since they have that baby, it's also like pushing them forward but bringing them down. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they have the butt where it's coming back and then going down, it's now equaling them out, which is why women started doing that. And it also made it easier for them to like bear children and everything like that. So men before mostly picked women that had bigger butts, and then now when you look at it, we now love that shit, but we just love it. We think, well, obviously not think, we know we love it because like it looks attractive to us, but deep down inside we know it's for the idea of like, okay, she could be a potential mate, you know, to bear my children. And that's just kind of how it is. There's a lot of things where it's like you like something and you just don't know why, you know. It's just something deep in your core that's telling you, oh yeah, this is it, you know. And it all comes down to what you're saying, like bearing children, you know.
I never heard of that, to be honest.
I literally watched that video 2-3 days ago.
But like early like 2000s, it was like everybody like small waist, flat ass. And, like,
it's a slim girl. I'll say for American standards, beauty, the term of like a woman's body changes. Like it used to be like you said, petite, like slim girls and stuff like that. I mean, I'll say America as a whole, but for black people have been loving big butts.
Facts. No, but that's what I was looking at. Like it was with black people. I don't know what tribe it was or whatever, but it was like with black people where they're showing the pictures because there was no white people in there.
Because everybody's standard, especially for each like race, community, everybody's standards of beauty is different. Some people just like big breast women, little butts, and shit like that. Some people like Coke body shaped women and shit like that. Yeah,
it all comes down to obviously what you like, that driving factor. There was even something where they said back in history there was men where they liked the back of the ankle or the ankle or whatever. Yeah, they like the ankle, the heel, which explains why some men like feet and stuff like that, where like that's what they would be picking off of, like how birds are. You know how birds, depending on the color, and peacocks, like all that shit, depending on their color of their thing or how well they do their dance or how high they can like puff up their chest, you know, stuff like that. Like they all we're just the same as animals. We all have
we trying to show off something,
you know,
flexing and shit like that. Oh, can you see this? Yeah,
we all have like an instinctive thing that we have in our core where it's like what we like, and chances are it's probably because if you go way back in your line, somebody probably liked that, you know, or maybe it's just, you know, you just randomly picked up the thing.
Speaking of instincts, you know how some people fear things that aren't human but look like humans?
Wait, what?
Like, so it's like a AI. Like if you see what's that movie called with the train? It's like a Christmas movie.
Express.
Yes, Polar Express. How it looks very like.
Oh, you're talking about the girls? How they look crazy?
Yeah. Like they look like actual humans, but you can tell they're not human. Like there's something.
No, it's like very animated.
Like, it's like animated. Like there's some people who are like really scared of those type of like robots in a way. Do you think there was something in the past that looked like that? Going back to these instincts, are the reason why they're like shitting their pants over
you just have something like this, an innate fear for it.
Yes,
I think these people got phobias or just different things and shit like that. Because some people just, you ever seen like those like pictures of like it like I could say like holes in your hand or some shit like that. Some people are afraid. There's a word for that, like for like holes and shit like that. I don't know. Some people are scared of horses. Yeah. Spiders or whatever.
It's Hulu.
Huh?
That's what it's called.
No. Just talking. Like the only one I can ever think of is arachnophobia, which is fear of spiders.
Yeah, I leave spiders.
Damn, what was the one for spiders?
Not spiders. That's what I kind of understand. Like homophobia. Why do we actually call it? We're not actually scared of gay people, but it's like the actual hate. Why don't we use a different word for that? Transphobia. Because people aren't actually scared of them. They just hate them. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Or when people say they hate spiders, are they actually afraid of them? Because people say I hate spiders and they're actually afraid of them too. So it kind of, I guess it kind of does make sense.
I hate spiders.
Because some people say like some people hate black people. I mean you don't use the word blackophobia or some shit.
Yeah, like use racism.
But like they hate them because they're afraid of what they could become. Like they say, like when like the Black Panther movement. When we were actually arming ourselves because it was legal, they hated us, but they were scared of us because we were actually following the laws and we knew we were actually doing it. They scared of an educated black man. So I guess that the word, the phobias could I guess work with transphobia, homophobia. I just never really.
You just answered your own question.
I guess I did. But I was really thinking, I'm like, man, it's this outfit together like a puzzle. That's crazy.
Nah, you know what does scare me? When random people ask me to come up to them. So there was actually an old black woman, like right outside your place, and she asked me, she's like, "Hey, young man, can you come over here?" And she was Jamaican, like had the accent and everything. So she said, "Hey, young man, can you come over here?" I said, "Sure, why not?" I started slowly walking over to her because I'm just like, I don't really know you. Let me just make sure you're not trying to do anything crazy. And then what scares me is not the approaching aspect; it's just more so like I don't know you, so. Anybody can kill you at fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? Fear of the unknown, right? So it's like she could just be like a serial killer, and she's just looking at me like, oh yeah, I can't wait till he gets like at least one step closer. I'm gonna stab this boy, like. So I come up to her, and then just quickest movement I ever seen from an old woman. Just comes up to me. She's like, yeah, just come a little bit closer. That's where I should have like backed up. And
I'm like this close enough.
Like, whoa. She's like, yeah, just come a little closer. And I said, okay, sure, no problem. I got a little bit closer. Comes up. Snatches my hand, like my arm. I'm like, okay.
You think you're stronger than me?
I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, get my hand away. How can I help you? That's why I backed up a little bit. Like, how can I help you? She's like, oh yeah, I just need you to call somebody for me. And she says a name that I don't even fucking know. She's like, yeah, can you call I'm gonna say Benjamin. She's like, can you call Benjamin? I'm like, I don't know who Benjamin is. She's like, oh, he's on my phone. I'm like, I don't know who Benjamin is. I'm like, you gotta call Benjamin. And it's like at this point I was entertaining it for way too long. I'm like, you gotta call Benjamin. And she's just like, no. Like, she's like, I get that, but I need you to go on my phone to call Benjamin. So I'm thinking, who the fuck is around me? That's about to like do some crazy shit. Like, am I getting set up right now? I'm like, am I getting set up right now? So then I just kind of walk away. And then she starts yelling, and she's just like, hey, young boy, come back over here. I need you to call Benjamin. I'm like, I turned around. I'm like, I don't know who Benjamin is. All you gotta do is just open up your phone, go on the phone app, and call Benjamin.
What kind of shit? iPhone?
Yeah, iPhone.
You could have said, hey, Siri, call whoever.
Does Siri work if it's not your voice?
She can.
She could say that.
Like, you have to set that up in your settings, actually, if you want to be recognized by your own voice.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just like, you just gotta call Benjamin, boom, and I came back and I came in here for the podcast. That shit, that's the type of shit that freaks me out. Because it's like, I don't know this person, and this person's like needs me to get in striking distance, And when she was stalling me on like and I get it, she's old, but stalling me on like basic technology shit, I'm like, nah, something about to happen. Like fear of the unknown. I'm like, something about to happen.
I understand that like the basic technology. Old people are like not good with that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like but I understand like you felt like you were being stalled, but they really not good with that shit, bro. Like it's crazy. Like, you know how many questions I get from my grandmothers, bro, asking about technology and shit like that. What I do here? I'm like,
I just thought that she was gonna. I just thought she was gonna get up, and I'm just gonna hear like like she's running to me.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, like she's running towards me, and like at this point, I gotta beat up an old lady. I was taking no chances. I kept walking, but I was kind of like, when you walk in, but like you trying to like sense your surroundings. Yeah, I'm just like, let me hear if this bitch is walking behind me. Before I got act crazy.
Something like that. I just finished watching the movie Us. Have y'all seen that?
Us?
Is that the Jordan Peele movie?
Yeah, Jordan
I haven't
Peele.
seen it. No. I haven't seen Get Out.
Yeah, I only saw Get Out.
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't
I
seen?
haven't seen any of the Jordan Peele movies.
Oh, you
I
gotta
want
watch
to watch
it.
it. I just haven't seen them yet.
I want to watch the new one. Nope.
Mm.
That shit look good.
Wait,
But
what's Us about?
Us is like so there's people that live underground. So there's another version of you that lives underground, and they
got
do
a
the same
copy of
thing.
me?
Yeah. So like right now they're sitting on like a couch. It looked all messed up. It looked like they were sitting in like a subway station right now with like they'll have a different version of this in their hand, and it was just like
kind of like the Upside Down, but
yeah, like the Upside Down from Stranger Things. So like if you ate like chicken, they'll eat chicken too, or like a rat. Actually, it'll be a raw chicken or a rat. Like it'll be like a different meat. So like
It
they
was like
just
normal
have,
food for them.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And the mom, the main character, she got swapped like when she was a child. So she like saw this abandoned building. She was at like the beach or something, and she got swapped with like her evil self, right? So
They're evil?
yeah, I don't know if they're evil. They just live a different life.
Mm.
But she got swapped and they can't speak. So
because we can speak.
yeah,
That makes
so
sense.
They were
So
down
what if
there.
a person was mute?
Yeah, so she was mute as a child, and then she like they taught her how to speak because like she's young, so her parents just thought she was mute. Like she got scared.
No, I'm saying like, what if a person above was mute though?
Oh, then like it would just be perfect because they would both just not speak.
Oh,
I don't know about the exact details about like genetics and everything like that.
Mm.
But basically, at some point in the movie, the people from down below, they came up and tried to take over, and they tried to kill themselves. Well, like not like
kill.
yeah, their other version of
Because they knew the
themselves.
daughter was up there?
Yeah, like the person who got switched, the main character, she led everybody else to go up to Earth and kill themselves. So she was gonna kill her family, and it was crazy. Like early in the movie, they were staying at some house. I can't remember if they lived in the woods or they were just camping somewhere, right? And they're standing, whole family just like this. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm seeing that, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, what if it happened, like for real? Then I'm walking. This is back when I was at school. I'm walking back, and there was a light. Like, say it was like this light. This tree was the light. So I can't really see what's over there because the light is blinding me. But I see human figures behind it. I see 3 of them. Right, the day after I watched the movie, the night of, like I came back and I was trying to get some food. I'm like, yo, what is that? And then like in the movies, there was hella like bunnies in it. Like that's what they're eating, bunnies and rabbits down there. So like, you eat chicken, they eat rabbits. And then I seen bunnies. I never seen bunnies on campus before, bro. Yo, so I'm like, nah, what the fuck? And the people behind the light, they were actually smoking, but like, so they're smoking and they're paranoid because they think they got caught. So like, they're just looking at me, paranoid, looking I'm about to get them in trouble. And I'm looking at them, bro. Then one of them like took a step down because I guess he was about to start running away because like he said, they thought like I was gonna get them in trouble. I took off, my nigga. I just turned and was gone, bro. I asked no questions. I probably look crazy. So I completely understand what you were saying about that situation, but I'm quick to run. Like, yeah, unless I'm with people, I'm like, damn, I gotta stay and do something. But like,
yeah,
I'm quick to run. So
yeah, nah, that's it.
Sophie don't eat.
Hell yeah,
No cap,
hell
no
yeah.
cap.
Nigga, Jahmar just said right here, Sarah has no questions, just going.
Nah, that reminds me of them videos where it's like you don't gotta ask black people no questions, and then they show a video and it's just like one nigga just like sprinting off, and everyone just stop playing basketball and they just start sprinting because they don't know what the fuck he running
exactly,
from.
Bro. Like,
he running full speed and shit.
Like you said, ask questions later, bro. Like, I don't care. I ain't playing about none of that shit, bro. That's funny as hell.
Nah, if I ever saw someone yelling like saying like run, don't look back, I'd be like.
Hey,
hell, I know
if it was all of us, Jahmar be in last place.
Hell no, hell no.
Jahmar got slow feet,
bro,
yo.
I'm telling you gain weight. I know because I used to be the same way, but you gain weight. You're slower than what you remember yourself being because you gain weight.
What the fuck?
You
I
may
don't
be
think
stronger.
I don't think that's the case because if you have like the muscle there, technically he should be faster.
No. Like going from like
in his legs, I'm saying like if he has the muscles there, he could be faster.
could be, but like he said, you're not even doing cardio, right?
No, I'm not doing cardio.
Yeah, that's slow. You gonna be slower than you were before.
Yeah, bro, Jahmar. I got fast feet. Come on.
I'm
man.
not saying you slow. I'm saying you slower than you were before. If you gain weight and you're not doing any type of running or anything like that,
bro, I tested before. I still run a 4.240. I run a 4.240.
Yeah. I run a 4.240, 225.
Yes, I be moving.
Okay.
Yes, I move for my size. 6 foot, 225, 4.240.
Well, I can run on.
Are you actually 6 foot?
Yes. Why?
But you're not 225 though.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
He's not gonna admit he's not 225.
Bro,
he won't admit 224.
You gotta be at least like 170, 180.
No, that's light. That's like Jahmar weight.
No,
Jahmar might be around that too.
I'm 200.
No, actually,
yeah.
No
shit.
When I'm hungry and in the morning, after my morning shit.
200? Really?
Yeah.
Shit. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, 2K came out. I've been playing it a lot recently. I'm gonna lie. I think 2K, I don't think the game is in a good state right now.
Like they falling off, or
I mean, no, they're not falling off. There's a lot of stuff that's good with the game. They improve some stuff, but I'll say, in terms of pricing, I like a lot of games have been doing this lately. The prices have been like outlandish for like buying stuff or upgrading your player and stuff like that. Like, so like you really like to get to 99, you got to spend VC. VC stands for virtual currency for 2K. It's the in-game currency for the 2K game.
Mm-hmm.
And so each year the price to upgrade your player has gone up, and like a lot.
VC costs more.
No, VC costs the same amount. Like VC, like say 50,000 VC costs $20.
Okay,
it's been the same. I
never touched the numbers.
Yeah, that's not the exact equation, but I don't know how much $20 gets you, to be honest. But I'm just saying that. But so to get your player from like a 65 overall to a 99, say 2 years ago it costed 300,000 VC. Now, say like this year costs 500,000 VC. So 2K is really trying to make you spend more money on VC to upgrade your player, but now
they know niggas is gonna do it.
Yeah, some people will. Some people will do that, but like it's crazy because like it's like, damn, bro. Like, at what point are they gonna stop? Because they've been doing this, and like, so there's say if you go to the store, it's called Swags. Say you want to get some shorts, like Jahmar got some like regular length shorts. And
this is regular, right? Not old hair.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Long ass shorts. My fault. Them shits just touching your knees, bro. Them shits is long. Them shits is not even shorts. Them shits is called longs. So Jahmar got on longs right now. And so say those shorts will cost 500 VC. Like that's how much they'll price them. 500 VC, which is a good price for just some shorts, like regular color shorts, like say some black, white shorts. Even like all the colors cost the same amount. But for some short shorts, like from my length right here, like shit like this, like less material. You heard my head pop. My head just popped, man. I'll probably need to hear that.
That's a sign of getting old.
Yeah.
But for say some shorts like this, say you got a Nike logo, because they don't make regular shorts like color length. They always have some special design on there, whatever. These shits will cost 15,000 VC for short shorts.
Yeah.
But his shorts cost like 500 VC, which is crazy. So you're paying more, way more, thousands of more VC. For less,
that's shortened,
for shortened too, and it's just like, and like why? And they won't put regular color short shorts in a game, and it's like why? Like why would you do that? Why? And why are the prices of these shorts so much different?
They're supported by what? They go through EA, right?
No, 2K is 2K.
Like,
2K is actually owned by Take-Two Interactive, which owns Rockstar and 2K.
Rockstar, okay.
Yeah, and so even Rock's GTA is not even like bad with that. Like you can get money easily in GTA, but in 2K it's like, damn, bro. And it's like for games and shit like that, you might get like, say your My Career game, you'll get like 1,000 and some change. But it's like, damn. So like, if you want to get shorts, you have to pay like at least like 10 My Career games. Yes. Just for one pair of shorts.
I think they want to maximize the amount of money that they're making since they release a new game every year. So since everyone's just gonna wait for the next game that comes out, you're gonna drop that old game, and now that old game is a way less source of revenue. So they just want to keep pumping out as much money as possible.
Yeah, I understand the business aspect of it. You want to make more money, but like at what point it's like, bro, y'all doing too much, because 2K make billions, bro, off 2K, bro. Like they make a lot of money.
The power of greed is impressive.
They make, because the microtransactions. So you have like the game where we usually play is called My Career. So you'll have Park, Like they make hella money off people just buying VC for that.
Yeah.
And so like people buy VC all the time and shit, spend money on clothes, upgrading player. Like they make money off that. But not only that, they have my team. My team is
like you control all 5 players, and you like my player. You can only control 1 player that you customize. My team, you pick random players, so you can have like LeBron teamed up with Jordan, like players from all time, and like you have to spend money on that.
Yeah, so you spend money on more VC also, but those VC could buy you packs, and that's probably where they make most of the money. They make more money off of like my team than my career, and so people also spend on this, so they get money. I'm telling you, right, they don't make as much money off a dude from like selling an actual game, but they make their money off of microtransactions, and it's a lot. Like they getting money, bro. And so I don't understand why they had to keep like raising the price for like costs and stuff like that. And so it's just like, damn, like y'all doing too much at this point.
No cap. I seen it was a TikTok. It was saying that to really grind your player from, I think you started off at like 65, right?
Yeah, 65.
From 65 to 99 with no money involved, just playing your games, it'll take like 6-7 seasons to get enough VC to upgrade all of that. Damn. And that's like each game is like 15 minutes. That's even if you have it on the shortest quarters. And there's 82 games in a season. So that's just
hours and hours of playing
just to get to 99.
Yeah.
And that's just,
I mean, it makes the grind harder, I guess, more fulfilling, but at the end of the day, people are just gonna use money
because everybody are so like if you play 2K, you know you're gonna buy VC. So like most people buy like a special edition of 2K to get more VC, but not only will they do that, they'll spend about like $50 to $100 buying more VC just to get their player up. Like if you buy so say you bought the there's a $150 version of the game, which is crazy. You should have never bought that version. You get 100k VC, which is not a lot to buy a $150 version of the game. I would expect more, because $100 worth of VC, $150 worth of VC get you like way more anyway. But if you bought $100 worth of VC, I'm sorry, if you got the 100k VC from the $150 version, you could upgrade your player to max a 77 overall, which is not even good enough to bring into like the online play. Yeah, and so it's like,
so you can't be a certain overall without.
If you buy enough VC, the max you could put your player at from the beginning is 85 overall.
No, but I'm saying for you to play online, you have to be a certain amount of.
No, you can play at any overall. It's just that you'll get cooked.
Yes.
So that's where they get everybody.
It's pay to win.
Yeah, that's where they get everybody. Okay.
Yeah, but they don't like allow us to earn VC in the game easily either. Like there's quests in the game. There's a quest like I know in the game. Like if you had to play like 30 my career games, do some other shit, and they'll give you 600 VC for a quest. I'm saying like, which is like nigga. I'm gonna get a pair of long ass shorts for Jahmar. Like what am I gonna do with 600 VC?
Yeah,
which is crazy. And like I know there's other games have gotten better with microtransaction, but 2K just seems to be getting worse. I know. Fortnite, I think, is the best version. Like they have the best microtransaction because like they only charge. There's no pay to win. You just buy cosmetics.
And
shit like that.
Love that shit.
And so
Facts.
Call of Duty has gotten better too because Call of Duty was pay to win at one point, especially with Advanced Warfare. And they gotten better. They stopped all the loot boxes.
I actually got lucky with Advanced Warfare. I didn't buy any care packages, but I got all the fucking pay to win weapons.
And so there's certain games that just gotten better at knowing what to do with their microtransactions, but 2K and EA are probably the worst. I don't know if it has to do with like being a sport franchise or some shit like that, but EA and no, because EA does more than sport transact. I mean, EA makes a lot of games like Battlefield, but it's just like Battlefield is kind of good with microtransactions right now because they have a battle pass. But I'll say the sport games, they getting out of control.
I think Fortnite has a battle pass.
No,
right?
Matt is not that bad for MUT. Like you can get a pretty solid team.
Now you can.
Yeah.
But before it was, I know they really emphasized that this year. But before, in previous years, it was definitely pay to win.
I didn't really play before.
My team is still pay to win as hell. Yeah. But even though I got a lot of good cards. I never spent a dime on my team. But this year, like last year 2K22. I had a good my team, but I didn't play online. I was putting in locker codes. That's what I like about 2K. They did locker codes and shit like that. But but 2K is still bad at it with microtransactions. And the gameplay is I made a video on it on my channel. You should go check it out. If you into 2K, but they made it very try hardish, and I don't like that about like with games. If they like they made shooting which is like a basic mechanic, they made it way more difficult, and it's not going to cater to the casual players. Like, say,
isn't that the point though?
What?
So then you can start, because is there a rank in there?
No.
So maybe this is like how they slowly implement rank.
They're not. They're not that type of
people
have been asking for a rank 2K for a long time, and they never done it. And this,
that's
they're
weird
not going to do
that
it.
they don't have it yet.
And so but like, if a game like this, if you make a 2K wants to emphasize making money, but if you make a game very tryhardish and hard to shooting like that, more people are not going to come back to the game, because remember, a lot of people are casuals in the game. There's more casuals than there are tryhards in the game.
Yeah.
And so if you can't make a shot as a casual, you're not going to want to come back and spend your money.
You kind of just hop on every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe. Just like how you were saying you was getting mad at playing. How you were saying you was getting mad at playing like Rocket League and shit like that, or Apex. Like,
oh well, because I mostly just play ranked, so there is no chilling. So I know why I get mad.
Still, you used to like going in casually and like doodling people in like bronze, silver.
But
no, I said.
Oh, I was saying I don't know. I was saying, but yeah, a 2K. I mean, there should be ranked for certain like games and shit like that. There should be ranked, and there should be. I mean, I guess the settings and like shit like that should be changed for ranked game modes, but and stuff like that maybe. But 2K this year is kind of a hard. I mean, right now people say it's good because of it's creating a skill gap between casuals and people who play the game. But there's people.
That's where gaming's heading anyway.
What, competitive? Which I don't agree with, yo. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it should just be something where you can just kind of have fun.
Yeah, bro. Like, I think that's why a lot of people stop gaming, because they're not having fun, and they feel like you gotta try hard. Because there's definitely been times where, like, I remember, like, I think we talked about this before. Like, we used to just get on 2K, just be talking and chilling, still winning. But like now, I feel like hold up,
you gotta lean forward.
I gotta sit. I gotta stand up or something. Like, damn, what the hell going on? Like, this everybody going crazy right now. It's just like, damn.
Even when you play casuals, the casuals still feel like it's ranked. Like, for the games I play, I play casuals, it feels like ranked. Like, you got niggas try hard and stuff like that. Niggas talking like shit in the group, like in the not group chat, in the game chat. They're just like, yo, come on, what the fuck? You're not rotating? I'm like, rotating? It's like, nigga, we in normals. It's like, I'm not rotating shit. I'm running at everything, you know? It's just like, it's just crazy how everyone has that competitive mindset, even when it's in like normals. Like, normals should just be like, just quick fun, like just gameplay. Yeah, that's why I kind of stopped playing Rainbow, because Rainbow became so competitive. Even the casual mode was competitive. I'm like, damn, what the hell? I'm like, niggas like quick peek on corners like this. I'm like, relax, relax. I'm like, I just came out here to get a few kills, just play the game, but everything felt like a char. I'm like, I'm not trying to sweat on Rainbow like right now. So that's why I stopped playing COD. It's just nothing but bunny hopping around corners. And it's like, I'm not even ranked. I got niggas bunny hopping around corners. I even heard people in like my game chat calling out. And I'm just like, who the fuck calls out? I do not remember the last. Well, I mean, in COD, like in general, the only COD that I remember playing of people calling out heavily was whenever I played rank. Like, but I got niggas in Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2019, right? What the fuck it is? Like, I got niggas in Modern Warfare 2019 just calling out in game chat, being like, oh, he's one shot, oh, he's weak, yo, this nigga's around the corner, yo, you serious? Like, yo, you didn't see him? Blah, blah, blah. It's just like, right, like, you all up in my ear, I'm not trying to hear you.
I mean, that kind of the headset, if you playing a game nowadays, like, it's like actual necessity at this point. 'Cause I think that's more of expected, like, people to actually make call us now. I think that's like, I mean, like you said, that's where gaming has headed. Like, where you got to use your mic now. Yeah,
you have to. It's just like, but it's just like, yo, niggas really care so much about like a win in normals. Like, they're willing to sweat their ass off, and it's just like, I can't.
I think it's because we didn't grow up like that. I didn't have a headset until I got a PS4. Like, on PS3, I was just playing a game. Like, I had a mic like this hanging around my neck, talking to people on the PS3, bro. Like, coming off the TV. Like, I was in sound horn or shit like that.
You have to sound horn now. It's crazy.
The PlayStation camera as my mic for the PS3, and I had that wrapped around my neck too.
Exactly.
Like, yo, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. That's now, if you don't got a mic, it's like, I'm not trying to play with you for real.
And on PS2, Modern Warfare 2, I used to play that shit with my cousin OD, and
Modern Warfare 2 on PS2.
Oh, PS3, my fault. PS3 Modern Warfare 2. I played that shit OD, and I didn't have a mic because it wasn't even my PS2 or PS3 to begin with. This was my dad's until they got me an Xbox 360 for Christmas. But I played mostly with my cousin, and whenever I played with them, I called that nigga on the phone. Like, I was just playing, like, it just had it on speaker, and then just talking to him, and it's just like, yo, you see that nigga over there? Blah blah blah. Like, that's how I talk to everybody. And even how I talk to Devontae. I used to call Devontae all the time and play with him. I just never had Samari's number, so I never called him. But I literally used to just like connect sometimes the two calls so then everyone can hear each other. But then Devontae always hung up because Devontae had a mic, so he'd be like, "Yo, all right, like I'm gonna hang up," because Samari would join, and Samari had a mic, so he's like, "All right, bro, like I'm gonna hang up. I can't do this shit no more." I don't blame him though.
You think that we're gonna have to migrate to like single player games, or not even single, like
No, single player
co-op games, like how we were doing for like the zombie game,
Like
what we were playing?
Spelunker World.
No, not even that, but like what's that? Dead Island, games like that. I think that would be.
To be honest, single player games is kind of like dying out. There's still a place for it, but they're kind of it's not as big as it used to be.
Yeah, everyone wants multiplayer.
If you're making a single player, it has to have like co-op at this point because multiplayer is so big. So if you're making a single player game, it kind of has to have.
Unless if you already have like a name behind you for the single player game.
Yeah, like God of War,
God of War,
Spider-Man games.
The one, what the fuck is it? Treasure? No.
What?
Uncharted.
Yeah, those have names. The Last of Us. Those have names. If you have a name built for yourself, I mean, some people can make it. Like Until Dawn is a game that definitely made a name for itself. I think it's just a PlayStation exclusive.
But that was single player.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But they made a name for themselves as a game.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. So especially to be honest, and it's really the studio. The gaming studio. If you're a known gaming studio and you make a game like that, then you could probably make a new IP to make a game shit like that. So like a Hideo Kojima game. That's it's a gaming studio. They make what's that game called with the guy with the eye patch? I can't remember the name. Metal Gear Solid.
Oh
yeah. So like if you're like something like that, it's mostly about the gaming studio.
I think that's gonna have to be like what we're going to want to do if we want to keep gaming. Either adapt to the sweatiness of trying hard playing online or play games like that.
I don't mind.
Okay, I don't mind.
I don't mind the sweaty. I see what you're trying to do too. I don't mind the sweatiness of the stuff. It's just that when I hop into casuals, it's like I don't want to, which is why I mostly only play ranked. But I see what you're trying to do though. You want us to play some single player games?
No, not even that. But well, that too. But like, I don't know, like when I play video games now, it's kind of like, it's not what I want to play. Like, I always go back to Madden, 2K, Apex, but the reason why I keep going back to those because I have memories of like with y'all, like just making memories with my friends doing shit. But like, I played, what was it? It was Ghost Recon with Roland. That was fun. Okay. It had a good story, and like that's lit. Like
it's not multiplayer.
It is.
You can play online.
But no, I mean like online. Yeah,
you can go against people, but like the main point of the game is to go against the computer and do shit like that. Like that's fun. When we was playing Dead Island, that was fun, and I think that's what's gonna be for like the casual. Because like we had to sweat, like we had to try a little bit because you know how computers be. But like other parts were easy too. Like you just go through it. But like if we're gonna be casual, it's either you got to adapt to the sweatiness, which I'm okay with low key, just because like I just like gaming, but like also get into the casual shit. Like that's why I like shit like Among Us that pops up every once in a while. But like I think it's really the people you playing with that makes the game for me.
That's why I had a lot of fun in the Division, and the Division was lit because of the story, but then the PvP became so fun. But the PvP was just like, it's not how the Division 2 is now, where it's like you just run with a 4-man team and you just keep healing each other nonstop and no one fucking dies. And you have to run with a 4-man team. If you don't run with a 4-man team, like your kit has to be a straight glass cannon, and you can just rip through niggas instantly, but you can't miss a bullet, basically. So it's just like it made the game a lot harder in the dark zone, which is why I fell out of the game, and I think which is why like the game kind of like died down slowly. But the Division 1, that shit was fun. Like you played the story missions with your team, but you could just run in the dark zone solo. There was hella solo players, and everyone was just killing each other for fun. Like, but like you also died fast because there was no like gear sets or anything keeping you alive. It was just normal gold shit, and you just kind of ripped through the lobbies. So I had fun with that until it became what it came into, where it was just like we have to force stack and try hard and like kill the fuck out of each other, and I need a nomad, and you had to at least have like one nomad, one glass cannon, one tank, all this stuff. Like just people like trying hard, like this shit was ranked. It was like, yo, there's no ranked in this game. It's like this shit's ass. But
actually, now that I don't know, I just thought of it. Games like zombies or Minecraft. Well, you don't play Minecraft like that, but
zombies,
like that's not like
Black Ops zombies.
Yeah,
that
like,
shit was lit.
You're not going against people, but you're going against the computer, and like you have mad fun. Like you used to be on zombies all the time. I think that's what it's going to have to be like going against computer. Well, at least for you, because you say you're in love with the gym now, so you're switching.
Well, zombies actually try to play with everybody, but no one hopped on. But I can still download zombies. I just have to try to figure out how to buy Black Ops 3 because I look on the PS5 to try to buy it. It's not fucking there. I'm just like, yeah, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I can't buy it on the store, and my disc doesn't work. So I gotta figure out that. But I did think about getting zombies again. I was actually clearing out a bunch of photos on my phone, and I saw all the for Origins. That was my favorite map. I saw hella pictures of screenshots of
the downs and
of
kills.
like what? No, not the downs and kills. Of the things that you had to do is like match up the symbols and how to do the Easter egg for all the staffs and what to do. I had everything on my phone, bro, and I'm just like, damn, I need to get this shit again. Yeah. That shit was good times, good fucking times.
Well, before I wrap it up, I saw there was one. It was it was just today I thought of it. Well, I didn't think of it today, but it came back to my mind. So I remember when I was doing my initial questions, like 3 questions, like intro questions. This was supposed to be the original, but I just forgot it, and I never knew I forgot it until today. So, I actually kind of want to add this on to the intro questions when we ask our guests too. But since we're here now, I feel like we can answer it also. So this was like one of the original questions I forgot. But I remember now was what is the most sus thing you ever said or done?
Sus thing I ever said or done.
Well, y'all think I'll go first. So this was when I used to work at Whole Foods, and so I worked in produce, so I cut up the fruit and stuff like that back in the chop shop, like back in the cooler and stuff like that. And so I was back there, and so there's this one dude from receiving who I'm cool with, still cool with to this day. And so like we cool, and so he came back back into the chop shop, messing with me, just talking shit and stuff like that, like we always did. And so in our store, like when we say the back, we're either talking about receiving, like that back of the store, or the back like the chop shop. So that's what we're kind of talking about. And so he was in the chop shop with me, just talking shit like that. And so like I'm messing with him, joking with him. I'm telling him like, yo, you don't belong back here. I'm like, take your black ass to the back, yo. Like how like they used to say the black people back. I'm like, take your black ass to the back. And so and then I said to him, I was like, yeah. I'm like, yo, you in the wrong back. And I was like, and as soon as I said it, I was like, pause. I was like, as soon as it clicked, I'm like, that sounded crazy, bro. I was like, nah. And he was like, yo. And so there was this white lady back there too. And so, but she didn't understand what's going on. She was like, oh, why would you say that to him? She thought I was talking about when I told him to take his black ass in the back. And she thought I was talking about when I said that. I was like, yo, that sounded crazy. I was like, nah, that was probably the most wild thing I ever said, bro. But I said pause right away. But nah, that shit was crazy. I'm like, nah. I'll never say so. I'll be catching y'all, especially like I have my pause videos on my YouTube channel. But nah, I make sure I be watching what I say.
Nah, I had one because me and Javane work together, and he's a expo, so he brings out all the food and everything like that, and like organizes it. So I come back there when I was serving. I'm just like, yo, Javane, where's my burger for one of these tables? And he was just like. He's like looking for it. And he's like, oh shit. He's like, I don't think they started making that yet. And I'm just like, yo, bro, you better have him bring me that meat. and this nigga and it was a busy ass night. And he just stops and he's like, he just looks at me like, yeah. And I'm like, what? And he's like, nigga, pause. And I was like, oh shit.
That actually is crazy, yo.
That's funny as hell. I definitely have moments like that all the time, like unintentionally. It's just like, I don't know. It is really the people I talk to, because you can get away with that if you was talking to like you said, that like white lady you was talking about. She wouldn't have said anything.
Checks.
But it's just that when people hear you, you're like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. But I was talking about going to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Brazilian,
okay. Yeah. And what they do is that they go around with like meat on a stick, and they just give as much as you want. And like I remember, I was telling, I forgot who I was talking to. I was like, yeah, I love the Brazilian steakhouse because they got all the meat, so you can get as much as you want. And I was like, oh wait,
that's crazy.
It's crazy, but like I definitely have moments like that all the time.
Nah, that's funny.
Intentionally.
Nah, but anything else I want to say before I wrap it up though?
Nah,
I'm good for right now.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the 10th episode of the D&E podcast.
Big 1-0.
Yes, sir. That's a milestone because even on Buzzsprout is where we upload to, so we can get to all platforms. It's gonna give us a little achievement too. I gotta see how many downloads we have too on audio because I know we're different for audio and video. But thank y'all again for tuning in. For all of our audio listeners on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, thank you for tuning in. For people who are watching on YouTube, let us know what y'all like. Let us know what y'all want to hear on the podcast sometimes. Sometimes we'll listen to y'all in the comments, see what y'all want to talk about. If y'all watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the notification bell because YouTube always does it recommend when you upload. We're also on TikTok, Instagram, and I gotta get our Twitter up and running. We're also on there. Also, we had a clips channel, but I'm going to start moving all of our clips and like shorts like that to our main channel on YouTube. So if you're not following us on Instagram or TikTok, you'll probably see our little shorts that we do on there also. So make sure just be on the lookout for those. And that's really much about it. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. I said that already. And until next time, it's the D&E podcast signing off.
Peace.